Everybody, what up, how's it going? Hey, it's time for some people who are gonna use tools wrong. One of my favorite genres of Content Farm Friday, I'll be honest, because like they really hit a line of both very creative and very just bad ideas, very dangerous in general, just terrible plans across the board. Yeah, using tools in a bad way. Oh, does it still say 6 a week? Ugh. Let me change that. That's right. We still do content 6 days a week. We do content 7 days a week. That's
Yo!
Congrats on your Fortnite. That kicks ass. That game's kind of weirdly hard now. All right, there we go. I have correct. All right, I have to go move my washer to my dryer and then close the door. All right. Okay, I'm back. Yeah. I'm glad to hear Fortnite is good. It's one of those things where Fortnite brings a lot of joy to the children. I think that's important. Fortnite also employs like 5 people I know. The trajectory of the gaming landscape has gone long enough that if you've just been making friends and meeting people in the industry for, over a decade like I've been, you're just gonna know at least 5 people who work on Fortnite. It's just kind of like how it's gone. Yo, what's good, Emerus? Hello, hello. Yeah, eventually everyone will work on Fortnite. It'll be FortniteGoogleApple.com, and that's where everyone will go to shop every Wednesday when they put the new eShop games. No worries, Spiciest Peach. As I once was told by a great philosopher, why do we fall down, Master Peach? So we may stand back up again. Or something like that. Hey, hey, enjoy. Look forward to learning some
thankful for helping me be a
cool things. For sure. It's been about 5 minutes. We're a little bit ahead of time. You know, which is always cool. But hey, everybody, I'm Ty. It's Friday, baby. We've got Inventions. It's been a bit, and a couple of the channels we follow have been pretty darn busy. And when they say busy, I say it with, you know, the heaviest heart one can say. They've been busy. Much in the same way of, like, you know, an old knight from an old order would say, the devils have been busy. Like, not in, like, a good way. So, this is Mr. Sagu, which is the, I guess, Light World universe Mr. Magoo, because Mr. Magoo's inherently evil. I think we can all agree that, or at best chaotic neutral. At best chaotic neutral. The devils have been busy. Me eating cheese out of the fridge, 100%.
37 tips and hacks for a better streaming experience.
Yeah. So, yeah, first things first, we have to get whatever kind of wrench this is, allegedly. 1080p 50. Got that PAL camera. Not beating the this is to put on your balls allegations with this music. You know, it's important to wear eye protection whenever you're in the shop. Very few YouTube videos really, you know, highlight this in a way quite as directly of just, yeah, this is bad to look at. Thank you. That's a lot of sparking. This is one of those things of like, I'm not sure what metallurgical property we would be embracing of sparkosity. But I feel like you're not supposed to cut this. And this is the metal's way of saying, like, this is danger. It's like when you see a frog in the wild and it's particularly colorful. That's the frog's way of saying, I will fuck you up if you put me in your mouth. I swear to God. And that's like what this metal's doing, right? Yeah, very like, no, 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 no. Please, 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 no, 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 no. Metal only does that when it's in distress. Oh God, and then we have to make a whole like ratcheting mechanism for this? God, this all looks so flimsy. If there's one thing I want like a wrench, a vise, any kind of gripping mechanism to be, it's not flimsy, bro. That's like the last word I want to have thinking is like a flimsy vice. Flimsy vice is like, that's not really a Steam name as much as it's like a 2006 something awful posting name would be like flimsy vice. That'd be really good. Yeah, I love when my lever bends under the immense force caused by leverage. Oh, frame of ad. I love when YouTube makes their ads more annoying in a new bespoke way. Type this flimsy vice with lowercase f, capital V. Yeah, 100%. God, I wish Wormadam was a valid. Oh, there's a Squirtle puzzle. Oh, there's like a Wordle for Pokemon. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I'd do so bad at that. We should do a stream of that. I'd do so bad at that. There's like a solid like 4 generations where I just look at the camera and be like, I don't know, bro. Wait, hold on. Wait. I'm sorry. I got lost in the sauce thinking about Pokemon, as most adults do in this day and age. It happens to all of us all the time. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Did they make like an adjustable monkey wrench, but only to very specific spots? I just need to double check that. Yeah, that does appear to be what it is. The most inconvenient monkey wrench in human history. Oh. Also, yeah, Jesus Christ, it is biting the shit out of the workpiece. Yo. Yeah.
Sorry, what was the content channel I was thinking about? Pokemon, not your messed up inconvenience tool.
The inconvenience tool. It makes it harder to be a worker. Good grief, what is going on? I'm sorry, is that just the most chewed up nut y'all ever seen? That's like a destroyed nut. What'd you do to this nut? What did the nut do to you? What is this tube? This is like, these are cool tools that you can make at a junkyard to disassemble things at a junkyard to sell at a junkyard, right? Oh, no, it's too small, so you must disassemble the tool, pull the nut and bolt off of it, move the parts apart, scoot it down up there, and then put the nut and bolt back in, and then use your tool. The beauty of a good monkey wrench is that you can slide it and adjust it to any size incredibly quickly and easily. Wait, hold on. Is this better be another tool? Also, why are we making a jet engine in our shop? What the fuck? I'm sorry, is that like an actually white hot flame over there? What are we doing? Can we do this? Can I show this? The noise it's making makes me think I can't show this. This sounds like a noise I can't show. This really bothers me. I'm like, ooh, this isn't an indoor food. You know how there's like some things you shouldn't do inside, you know, like throwing a football near your family's beloved vase? This is one of those things. You shouldn't like make an improv jet engine in your garage. Using your U-trap to make a welding flame. It's statements by the deranged. Okay, making some kind of terrible adapter. Oh yeah, that's a terrible adapter for sure. All right, is this another case? I can't remember. Was Mr. Sagu a case of any welder is as good as their grinder? Yeah, it looks that way. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's one way to make it so welding YouTube can't give you shit, is just get rid of the welds before you show it to it. Wow, that is... You know what? I give a lot of contractors shit for cutting corners and not using enough quality materials, but Mr. Sagu definitely uses enough materials. There's no questions there. Big hole. Okay. What I love is when you don't just use, like, usually you use a weld to make two things like stick together, but not so that their like shapes match. Like, see how those two things, there's like a really big gap there? That's very funny to me. Just like, fill in the gap with some weld, it's fine. It'll hold up. How genius is this invention? You're gonna hate this shit, just trust me. Yo, thank you for the resub 9 hand. Good grief. Good grief. Okay, yeah, so we were building like a jet engine in our garage. Again, not clear. I do like that they're using the, oh, what's the name for those? There's like threads you wrap around a threaded fastener so that it like stays locked in permanently. I do like that those are there at least, or like to create a better seal at the very least. All right, well, time to put this on the back of my go-kart and win the Pinewood Derby. The full-size 1-to-1 scale Pinewood Derby. Now that sounds like an event I could get into, is a big ass block of wood, like the size of a refrigerator, and you have to turn it into a sled and not get hurt. Thanks for the resub. Honestly, not get hurt would be the hard part of that challenge. Mr. Sagu, you mind telling me what you're doing in your garage? Sir, hot bricks. Why are we making the bricks hot? Are we making an, oh no, are we gonna claim we're gonna melt steel in this? Is this just like history's most inefficient oven? DIY pulse jet? Nightmare. Okay, we're peening it. Love to peen a metal on a day. Get that peen out. Okay, again, probably making some kind of adapter plate. Okay, we didn't get to see the adapter plates for very long. Not too proud of those. Oh, we're taking the pads off of the vise. Was the object too big? Or are we doing something else with those pads? Is this a vise extension? Incredible. Now it's taller. Now it's a taller vise. It's a vise that reaches the skies. Vice strap on. Thank you for the resub, Terrible 35. Sorry, Vice strap on just fucking got me. Thanks, Tyga. So I think the thing about this that terrifies me is, a vice usually takes a pretty good amount of force. Putting all this extra shit on it is gonna, like, if you're planning on putting stuff, especially now between just these bolts, you're taking a pretty spread out force that's pretty close to the bottom, right? So there's not a ton of leverage on the material, and extending it upwards. So it's a lot like if you take like a very short stick that was very sturdy and just make it, you know, 1.5 times as long and swing it just as hard as you were. It's gonna be like way more likely to break. Same kind of thing. Oh, but it flexes to hold. But why do you need this in here? But what? But why? But why are you holding it like this? Does this help? What does this do? Chat, help. What does this do? Does this make it apply less force? Yeah. But what does this do? Screw massager. Oh. A dick holder? Friend, I got a dick holder built right in. Like, what is this thing? What is this? Hold the bit? I don't know what, like, you can just use the vice on the back part of it. Dick smasher, I guess. This is a case of a lot of times people will jokingly say, I don't know, this is used for like CBT. This is some kind of cock and ball torture device. And like, usually I'm like, haha, okay guys, yeah, every piece of industrial equipment. Like, oh, it's a big press. Yeah, you could put your dick in it, I guess. Like, yeah, okay, chat. But no, this time I'm just like, I literally can't think of a use for this other than like crushing nuts. Oh, is this a homemade, like, Zen rake? Oh, is this a long-range claw? This feels like it's like a kung fu weapon. And I'm into it. Honestly, if it was just like, here's a cool fucked up kung fu weapon I made, I'd be like really into this channel all of a sudden. If it was just like some like strange 27-year-old who was like, I like making new nunchucks and doing tricks with them in my backyard, I'm into that. Nail sorter? I think it's a powerful weapon you can use that does a lot of penetration damage. Oh, nice. How to upgrade to murder 1 when this gets shown as evidence. Yeah, no kidding, right? How do you pretend this isn't here to kill somebody? All right, I've decided the nail bat is a foolish weapon. We got to take advantage of the concept of spear. What if we could have a nail bat, but the nail bat was over there and we could swing it faster? Check this out. The Sideshow Bob Eliminator. The problem is the spikes are still on the part that doesn't hit Bob. You need a spike on the handle. The nail ganata. Thank you for the resub. It's not a homemade rake. That's not gonna hold up in court.
It's my homemade rake. You're on.
Even if it's gonna be like a till, like, I don't. Also, I'm sorry. They're applying a ton of force. Let's look what that is attached by. Like, not only did it already look like an old shitty piece of wood, they're also aggrieving it. Don't do that. Don't aggrieve it with a hatchet. It's caused you no problems. Sorry, I love the speed. I don't know why they made this 10,000 miles an hour, but I absolutely adore it. So yeah, not a thing I would trust to put a lot of force behind. The only way my opinion would turn around on this secret of this tool is if they like drove out to like a golf course and just started like tearing up a golf course as fast as possible. That would be very funny. I would love that. Wait, no, you can't do. Wait, hold on. Okay. It doesn't fit. It fits, and it's a different thing entirely. What? It was a hollow pipe before. Hollow pipe. Hear about this? Okay, we're threading it, so hoping you have that. Are we making a bloodborne weapon? Is this gonna like transform into like a cool boomerang I can throw? What is this? Weed destroyer? Oh man, this could be like a bladed weed whacker. This is a hammer. Honestly, anything with a handle can be a hammer at least once if you're not like a wiener about it. No, it's gonna be a goddamn pipe bender. This is gonna be to bend pipes. That's my guess. It's gonna be for like bending metal. They love doing that. We put leverage on 2 pieces of metal. Do you hear about this? You hear about this stuff? Wow. Wow, I can make one shape. That's pretty cool. Thanks for the watch streak, General Yeti. Thank you. They love bending pipe. Yeah, kind of bend your wiener. Not, I mean, like, don't. Oh. Threading. Do you think they got these taps and they were just like, we gotta use these taps or else, like, they're not tax deductible? All right, I'm like actually lost. I have no idea what the hell this is. Not even fronting, I have no clue. It's like a vacuum tube ruiner. Okay, this feels like you're pushing it on what you're allowed to thread. I'll be real. I don't want to breathe easy. Get out of here. I'm gonna fucking McLose it, dude. It was a tiny it was a tiny metal bender. I can't believe this. This is like a bit. This is actually a bit. Cause you could just bend that with your hand. Bro. They gotta be, this has to be a bit at this point, right? Yeah, just use pliers, use your hands. Wow. Oh, are we making terrible shears? Chat, are we thinking terrible shears? Probably terrible shears, right? Wow, really took time grinding those. Terrible tongs is also on the table. That's what we need. More of that lateral thinking. What other things have this? Pliers? Yeah, could be bad pliers. Oh? Now what's this? A ring of ball bearings out of nowhere. If this is another metal bender, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, they got rid of all the balls. Now it's not fun anymore. Damn it. Why did they get rid of the balls? I was so hyped for the balls. I was like, what are we gonna do? Yeah, it's looking more and more like Bad Tongs crew was onto it. Cause this is looking a lot like it's gonna be poor quality Damn. See, that's what I was thinking. Oh, or they're bad wire strippers, which are like a combination of tongs and shears. Okay. Sharp tongs, danger tongs. Wait, no. What's the hack? Hold up. Wait, whoa, what was the okay. Let's take a second with this. Problem located. What was the problem? Was the problem they were trying to use a wheel that doesn't actually adapt? So what I think this is this is a wheel that shouldn't work because it's not like keyed in there. So yeah, you have a wheel that just slips under any major load now because you're just relying on the pressure of the nut laterally to hold the wheel in. Yeah, that seems bad. Holy shit, what is that? Okay, we were talking about things that looked like Mario level hazards before, but like, look at this. This is absolutely Bowser's nasty spike rod. Oh, this is absolutely... It's the thing they use to kill Squidward, followed by it's the machine from Bikini Bottom. Apparently, there's a very specific reference you're making. Oh. No, okay. Don't show me this. What is this? Like, what is this going to do? Because it's not going to chip anything. It's not even going to, like, break anything. It's, like, too loose. It's just, like, loose all over. Oh, my God. We're going to power it, though. Okay, if it's powered, I don't know. Maybe it'll spin fast enough to hurt someone. I'm still unclear what the goal is of the machine. Yeah, I guess it's a Squidward killer. You're right. I can't really see what else this bad boy's used for other than just killing Squidward. So if you take very thin, very pathetic pieces of wood and push them directly into the spinning part, it does a bad job and kicks out mostly full rods underneath. It's like a stick botherer, yeah. Bark stripper? There's many good questions. Unfortunately, we'll never know because it was nothing, so they cut away before you could figure out that it was nothing. Unlike that raid from Sky, what's good? What's good, Sky? Hello. Destroy. Hey, gamers. What's up? What's up, what's up? I'm Ty Tuesday, and oh, we got hit by an ad? There we go. What's good? Arm's still feeling worked out. Ugh. I tried to play more of that Battle Kid. That game kind of falls off a little. Hey, I'm Ty Tuesday. Today we're watching some YouTube DIY/hack videos because they're tremendously funny and obscenely dangerous. Earlier, let me show you. What was my favorite? Probably build a jet engine in your garage. Hi, what do you mean build a jet engine in your garage? Well, I hope it's clear what I meant by build a jet engine in your garage now. Maybe you shouldn't do that? Don't be a wiener. Oh my God. What's wrong with you? Just do it. It's cool. But why? So you have a jet engine in your house. I don't see what's unclear about this. Really, my jet engine in my house t-shirt getting me asked a lot of questions that I feel like are answered by my I have a jet engine in my house shirt. So we skipped ahead a little bit, but this, whoa, the editing is getting really confusing. Oh. Yeah? Okay, you can't just like flip a thing back and forth a couple times and be like, is this anything? Does this do anything for you? Does this rattle your bones? Okay, what if they wiggle it? Hold on. What about now? Do you like it now? Is it good? Oh, it's another really bad wrench. It's a wrench that I think was breaking as they took it off. Very cool, Mega Man. I love how much of this is like doing what is legitimately probably 2 hours of work and then using a tool for like 10 seconds and being like, it's trash. And then just throwing it away. Oh, it's like my favorite ending. They don't need words for it. It's implied. It's beautiful, like a great film. Yeah, it was a one-use pipe botherer. But thank you so much for the raid, Sky. What were y'all getting up to today? Oh, jeez. Are we doing more extensions for our advice? Oh. So, Poker Rogue server fun? Oh, I can get you set up for playing it offline. It's real good. So here's the thing, right? Okay, we need to break this down a little bit. So, first things first. This chat, this is Goatsy. You're correct. This is Goatsy. This is, if you put a ring over one of the Vice handles, this is a Goatsy. Second of all, don't do this. This is stupid. Third of all, that handle is not meant for a lot of force. Like, the handle on a Vice, you explicitly have so much leverage through a Vice that they don't want you to have a ton of force because you'll otherwise very easily break work pieces on accident. So, like, I love when they start wrenching down on this shit. Look how much the Vice moves. It's just scooting, baby. It's leaving. Isn't this using a Vice backwards? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Wait, why did that help? Just cut it. Just put it in the Vice normally and cut it. You can just cut it by holding it in the Vice. Like normal style. Genius invention. Few people know the secret of this tools, and if you'd like to know the secret of this tools and many more, hey, drop a follow. I'm Ty. I stream 5 days a week. I've been on a little bit of a Poker Rogue addiction recently. I apologize. We'll be going back to doing more variety stuff next week. Yeah, almost no one knows the secret of this tool. I need to double check my calendar as well, but I believe next Saturday, let me double check. Yeah, next Saturday, so June 1st, we'll be doing another one of those I Laugh, I Lose streams. I have all sorts of stuff programmed up for it that I just never got to use because I got sidetracked doing the Smite Marathon and all that stuff. Turns out being a producer for a marathon is like still like a lot of work, even if you're not always on the camera. Who knew? But yeah, I hope y'all have your videos ready, because what that is folks can just donate it's usually a small amount of like $3 or something, and add a YouTube video to a list. If I laugh while watching it, I have to gift a sub to chat. It's a really good time. It's real fun. They're incredible streams, so that should be a lot of fun. Oh, people are already celebrating that they have snipes for me. Great. I look forward to dying instantly on camera. But yeah, I finally have a system that should be able to automatically pull the URLs and like get them into a document. Yeah, in fact, let me make a note. I'll make sure to record that one and then upload it somewhere for patron stuff. Wait, hold on. God damn it. You look away and have a stray thought from this shit for a second, brother. A second. And you look back and you're like, you've made some new fantastical invention that I've never seen before in my life. What on God's green earth did you do? Okay. cut a saw blade in half, put a point on it just to make sure it's extra dangerous, reattach the saw blades on a bias, and created just the worst auger I've ever seen in my life. What do you think is going to be the actual outcome here? Because I think you're going to break off the blade in the ground somewhere. Like you're going to torque it too hard and it's just going to crack off in there. And then you're going to have to try and figure out how to get a saw blade that's embedded in the rock. You've given yourself a little King Arthur surprise. You have to find someone who's blue collar enough of heart to remove the saw blade from the stone, which is like a really bad idea. Also, yeah, I guess it's ratcheting. I don't know why. This feels like a tool you don't want to ratchet. I'm not sure why, but it feels like something you don't want. Sorry, making a note to myself. I want to make sure I get a recording of the Laugh I Lose stream stuff later. All right, Genius Inventions. God, now that you've mentioned it's ratcheting, I like hate it more. Cause yeah, as soon as you make it ratchet, anything having a ratcheting mechanism is gonna add a little bit of play. Even if it's like a really small amount of play, there's gonna be a little bit of play. And especially if it's a homemade bullshit ratchet like this, it's absolutely gonna be wiggling off the face of the earth, you feel me? There we go. Totally missed the dot. Zoom Waffle, this fool does not even try to maintain the pretense of accuracy. It's out. Another pipe bender. Great. Just what I needed to do. Just what I needed to do. Another pipe bend. Oh, look, it's the honeybee from Pokemon. They made a metal version of it. It's steel honeycomb or whatever. See, this is why I can't do any games about naming Pokemon. I'll die. I don't know their names. I just know that's the bee. It's not very good in Poker Hook. Combinary? Okay. Nut bee? Why did you also think of Combee? Because Combee would be... is more relatable than being like, wow, look at that. It's an efficient packing pattern like you would often find in the crystal structure of metals once they've been heated and cooled a few times. So instead of that, I just am like, it's like the funny bee. Hear about this? This is a claw hammer that if you swing, it will kill you instantly. Jesus Christ, look how much force you have to put in that, and you have so little surface area. Oh, listen to this noise. Chat, I'm gonna slow this down. I need you to hear the most pathetic tinks you've ever heard in your life. This is like, when they named the tiny version of Tinkaton Tinkatink, this is the noise they were thinking of. I guarantee it. I'm not, sorry, I'm like super Pokemon brain today. What an absolutely beautiful noise. Tink, 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 tink. Sounds like it's being like blocked with like an instant block or something. Also, incredible note. Yeah, absolutely beautiful note of pulling it out of the end grain. I didn't even notice that. Like, if you don't know, if you put a nail into the end grain of wood like this, you can just pull it out with your hand. I feel like you shouldn't do this. I can't express why, but I'm like pretty sure you're not supposed to do this. Is that like, just to be clear, did they put a work piece on a lathe and then just raw dog pushed that shit onto a drill bit when it was spinning on a lathe? So there's like a couple things. First of all, I feel like a lathe spins too fast for this, and it's too much. It's a lot of things. You need to have cutting fluid because, yeah, you can see this bad boy smoking. So when you're cutting a workpiece, sorry everybody, I'm about to be a little mechanical engineering dork for a second, so bear with me. There's like a couple things you really got to be aware of, and like speed, feed, and rate are the big ones. Speed is like literally just how fast the tool is spinning, how fast it's going, how much like energy is being generated by spin. Feed, which is like how fast you're pushing the work piece into the tool, into the tooling, and how much material you're trying to remove at one time. So like a very common thing is to either just cut material more slowly so that you don't build as much heat as dangerously, using a fluid to help cool it down and keep the cuts like more even, more clean, all that, and also just protect the tools. Lubrication is good for everybody, just in general. You just need to be more lubricated in your life. Thank you so much for the follow, 92 Quarter. And a lot of times with drilling and stuff like this, you'll see you start with like a very small hole that you use as like a guide hole. This is partially so you can keep the cut straight, and also just so you don't have to remove quite as much material. Yeah, cutting oil is essential unless you're going so slow. Man, this ain't it though. God, it's kicking off so much smoke. Sorry, did they bop the welds and then get out a grinder? Yeah, hydration check. Y'all got your streamer ass water bottle of choice? Yo, are we about to rap some chords? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Can I get a replay of him smacking the welds? Yes, chef. For you, chef, yes, chef, absolutely. Here, let me get a clean one of it. There you go, chef. Now to wrap some wires. It's like so much work for something that the only way I could justify this is if I like worked in a factory on a line where up to this point they had people wrapping the wires by hand. That's really it. Have a 64-ounce knockoff Stanley style cup so you're hydrate. Hee hee, someone's got a knockoff. You don't even get the real good lead or cadmium in you. You probably only get water or whatever fluid you've put in there. You don't get any of the free Stanley lead. So, la-di-da. So Rev Joe, Duke of Poo York, number 2. So the reason they do this, and it drives me up a wall, is they'll do this with welding. They'll do this with glue as well, where they show themselves like tapping the top of a work surface with a closed bottle of glue, and then they cut to it being like fully applied and dried and everything. And yeah, I don't know. They just like refuse to show them putting the fluid down. With welding, it's like I get it a little bit more right because welding's like very bright. With glue, it just drives me crazy. It absolutely drives me crazy. Oh yeah, no, that's not a good way to connect wires. I assumed they were doing this for storage. Are they saying this is a way to connect two wires? Oh my God, you're right. They're absolutely saying this is a good connection. Fuck me running. I didn't even think about that. Hold on, wait, whoa. So, hey, so like, when you take wire and you form it into a coil and run electricity through it, that's how you make magnetic fields. Like, that's like the definition. Like, when we talk about like left hand rule, that's talking about these. Specifically this. Like, when Monsoon did the funny thing about magnets, this is what he meant. Yeah, you're gonna make some electromagnetic induction here, which is a little terrifying. What is induction heating, Alex? That's a great question. It's probably not important. Holy shit, I didn't even... This is like such a bad... Thank you, chat, for having my back on this. This is such a bad idea that like my brain didn't even parse they were planning on putting electricity through this shit. Oh my God. I was like, surely they're just tying two things together. They wouldn't plan on putting electricity through this. Can you report this video for unsaved content? No, I need this. This is how I pay my rent. I also am a malicious actor at this point, and I'm just fine with it. I've accepted that. What? Did they like hand make a terrible castle nut? They like made a terrible like locking castle nut? So what kills me about the music is it's like knockoff Carpenter brew that never pops off. This is gonna be another bender, isn't it? They're gonna bend another pipe. Yeah, I can already see it in my mind's eye. I'm rotating the tubes. I'm seeing them bend. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think the reason I'm more okay with this in general is they've accidentally created content with like a floor of requiring so much shop tooling and so much equipment that anyone who has the tools and equipment to do this is willing to say just like, no, I'm not doing that. I hate YouTube movie, dude. Or YouTube editor music. One sec. Is this VOD bad? Hold on. Wait, check. Oh, it's Epidemic Sound. Okay, cool. Yeah, they can just VOD mute if they want. I don't care. Ho! Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. No, don't be a pussy, chat. This is awesome. Don't be a pussy. This is cool. We like this. What I like too is I think they've created a circle drive, which I don't think they are aware that a circle drive does not have like an equivalent draw across its length. That's like one of the problems with it is it doesn't go the same speed up and down the whole time. It like goes notably faster towards the middle. This is awesome. This kicks ass. Also, it's got like an inconsistent pull, like they're trying to keep it going straight up and down using a sleeve, but there's gonna be so much vibration and jiggle and play in that system. Holy shit. Look at the handle go, babe. Oh, baby. Oh, babe, come look. The handle at the top that he's not holding is jiggling like fucking crazy. Look at this thing. Oh yeah, perfect. Jesus Christ, it's like he's trying to fight it. This is so funny. This is like handing a tiny child like a full-size baseball bat instead of a t-ball bat and being like, go get him. It just looks like they're gonna lose control of this fucking thing at any second. Well, this is gonna cut really badly. The other thing is, this is generating so much force so far away from your hands, and all of the leverage is being forced directly into your fingers. Like, this is one of those things of, you could use this to make 2 cuts and you might be okay. They would be bad cuts. It would not be great. It would get super hot because you're putting so much resistance on this thing that it is not designed to have. It's meant to have like a funny wheel on it, not whatever this shit is. But oh yeah, finger numbing device is really the big thing. If you look at like the left hand, the one holding the orange trigger piece, that force is going to be going up and down, pulling on your hands repeatedly. That's just, yeah, your hands are going to feel terrible. You're going to be torqued to shit. Take it from me, someone who breaks his hands recreationally, like Shadow the Hedgehog with a baseball bat. And yo, thank you for the follow. Oh, pipe cutter? Pipe cutter of some kind? Device that turns fingers into fingets.
Still safer than Harbor Freight.
Yo, yeah. You know, I think the thing, McMarsh, you make a great point. I think the thing with Harbor Freight is Harbor Freight has an illusion of safety. You pick up a Harbor Freight tool and you might not know that it is secretly about as durable as anything you find on this channel. God bless Harbor Freight for making disposable tools that they somehow legally don't have to market as such. Oh, pipe gripper? Pipe gripper, shirt ripper? Don't bend the pipe. Don't you dare. If this is just like the most sideways pipe. Wait, what are we doing? Huh? What did it? Okay, they put it in there and it holds it. Oh, okay. The pipe has been hugged. The pipe has been gently hugged an additional time. Spinkler. You know what? I'll let it play out. Maybe they'll explain themselves. I regret to inform you, I do not think they're going to explain themselves. Maybe they'll make the spinkler. I don't think it'll change the fact that the pipe hugger didn't do anything other than hug a pipe. I like that they've made a very elaborate rig to do the equivalent of just holding your thumb over the end of the hose. Yeah, I think that's, for the record, I think that's the appropriate opinion of Harbor Freight is It's fine to get stuff there for one-off jobs. Don't if something would harm you if it failed catastrophically when you weren't expecting it, don't get it from Harbor Freight. So like, yeah, jack stands and power tools are great examples of like, don't get a fucking jack stand from Harbor Freight. Invest in a jack because it's holding the car over you. Unless you think you'd be fine with the car being dropped on you, don't do that. Don't do that. That's my tip. Yeah, for like little specialty wrenches and stuff, yeah, fuck it. Their jack stands literally had a recall. Hey. What could go wrong with the Harbor Freight lathe? Don't be a coward. Yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, I have been on the record of I got really lucky. The car accident I got in, like none of the force was transferred into me. I got hit in like a really cool way where it was fine and I like navigated and didn't clip anything. It was okay. Like my car is a little fucked up, but like I was fine entirely. So maybe I could, I don't know. Maybe like I was fine the next day. I was more sore from the gym than the car accident. So like maybe. No, please don't drop a car on me. I'll cry. Oh yeah, so this is Gauss DIY. Sorry, I got sidetracked because I didn't want to put this on my screen. This is the thumbnail of a guy like holding a lighter to a cable and being like, I fix. This is also the quietest video. Uh-huh. We will cut these parts and reconnect them. Yeah, don't get into a car accident. That shit sucks, for the record. Don't get really lucky and have somebody hit you even in the back part. Do we not have audio? No, this video is just insanely quiet. Yeah, here, let me show you. Here, listen carefully for the snip. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, you can do this. This guy's just doing it in a very gross, open way. Yeah, the way they use knives really bugs me on YouTube in general. Oh, I like that we're cutting it one segment at a time. Yeah, really pull on it. Give it a tug, brother. Make easy. Gauss DIY. I forgot about that. Nice little logo. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please support us with the channel subscription button. That's true. Thank you, Hound Punk. Thank you for supporting channel by using the subscription button. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, just twist the wires together. Yeah. Yeah, the music is so quiet. Dude, this is like how I've gotten cut. This is like an instructional video on how I have absolutely sliced my own fucking hand open. This is unbelievable. Hey, thanks for the follow, Michael. I appreciate it. No, this is the opposite thing you want to do. You don't want to have a cut where it's got a lot of resistance, so you have to put a lot of force into it so that it slips towards your fucking hand. Jesus Christ. Yeah, usually you get a wire stripper to do this, a tool designed to strip wires. Oh, Jesus. Is this the opposite of ASMR, of giving me anxiety over just use a wire stripper? Please. Every camera cut, they should have put another band-aid for a bit. McMarshy, we have seen videos where that's happened. It is tremendously funny when it does. You have a table right there. That's what I'm saying. Set the workpiece down, please. There's a reason I like to use the term workpiece specifically, because I find if you call something anything less serious than the workpiece, people won't like handle it correctly. As soon as you call something you're working on that needs to be handled delicately in any way, shape, or form a workpiece, people will immediately like respect it and put it down on the table and like be careful with it and make it so they can do fine work without having to worry about dropping it. If you just say anything else, they'll just pick it up and futz around. It drives me crazy. Are we making a male-to-male connector? God, I wish. Nothing better than the gay electrical cord that burns houses down. Praxis. Wait. Just buy heat shrink tubing. Come on. They're doing this in Sonokutsune. I'm guaranteeing you right now, they are using this as heat shrink tubing. Yeah, anything is heat shrink tubing if you want it to be. Oh. Heat shrink tubing is like so cheap too. It's unbelievable. Yo, thanks for your Subzutopian. Hey, I'm glad you've been here for over a year. Thanks for being here. Sorry I've been exposing you to things that are openly and clearly dangerous. Are power cables expensive? No, they're one of the most commonly manufactured objects on the planet. No. Hey. Oh my God, this isn't the same as doing a solder, bro. This isn't the same as doing a solder. This isn't the same as a solder. It's cheaper to buy heat shrink wraps than the kid's juice boxes he took the straw from. Yeah, I believe it. It's like heat shrink tubing is one of those things that you buy a pack of 100 and you're like, oh, I have to buy 100. And they're like, yeah, it's $4. And you're like, oh, okay. This wrap job is gonna give me anxiety for the entirety of whatever country this motherfucker is located in. I swear to God. Look at that. They put a knot in it. They put a fucking knot in it. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Fucking Ben Franklin didn't die holding a kite out in the Delaware or whatever for this shit, dude. Ben Franklin didn't invent electricity for you to just fuck around like this. Ugh. Where? Godspeed to everyone in this country. Like, I'll be real, I don't know if there is a principle that would make having a knot in your electrical cable, like, extra bad. But I feel like in this case it is.
My favorite part.
Just like my gut is like, that's so sloppy, it's gonna cause a problem. Yo, Doctor, same. I love how inflexible it makes the plug from then on out. What are we doing? Hey, wait. This isn't how you solder things. Oh my God, are they gonna like somehow rig it up so that the electricity flows through the solder and melts it onto the cable? No, that's like actively suicidal. They wouldn't do that. No fucking way. That's too stupid.
If you tie your cables in a knot, the electricity gets lost.
Oh, okay. You have to make sure you don't accidentally wire up a mind maze or the electrons will get confused. I understand. This happens all the time. Both in Roller Coaster Tycoon and Electron Magnetics. What the fuck are we doing here? Are they gonna heat shrink it with straws, with sippy straws, not from knockoff Capri Sun looking ass shit, and we're gonna put energy through this? I refuse. This is why I had to pay an inspector before I like moved into a new place. Because of shit like this, man. This is why I have so much respect for inspectors. I'm just like, sorry, I know your whole day is finding bullshit. Also, hey, what the fuck happened to the cable before this? Was there like was there a failed attempt? Because look, the wire is clean. Now the wire is super roasted down with shit solder. Oh, this is awesome. Just heat it with a lighter. The solder melts, the joint's solid. Don't be a spoil sport. This is good for us. The consolation of the existence of these means the guaranteed continued content flow of home inspector TikToks. Oh my God, that sounds like such a good place to be, Emerus. Home inspection TikTok sounds kick ass. God, this is like a torch lighter too. Like, it's so funny seeing anyone with a torch lighter because all I think about whenever I see a torch lighter, and this might be a me problem, but the only context I've ever seen someone like need a proper torch lighter is doing dabs. Like, that's it. That's the only time I've seen it is like doing dabs of like really strong THC concentrates. So it's all I think about when someone has one of these is just like, so doing dabs after you finish fixing those cables, cowboy? Yeah, maybe before, honestly. So, okay. Let's do a quick check. And any electricians in chat, feel free to correct me. Normally when you solder wires together, when you solder wires together, or when you soldier them together, whatever your regional dialect is, you use like a little bit of it together just to connect them. Like it's not for strength. It's for a connection. And then you put like heat shrink tubing around it, which is like a very rubbery material that's like a very good insulator and is designed to not catch on fire if electricity is blowing past it. So like not like a huge, you don't make like a metal rod in the middle of the wire usually. You aren't supposed to solder wires that aren't fully strain relieved. What does that actually mean? I have no idea what strain relieved means. Does that mean like you're supposed to make sure it's got stuff from both sides pulling it in? When you tug on the wire, oh, so you're saying like it just when you tug on the wire, the pull shouldn't be on the wire or the solder itself. Okay, yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's like part of why you need the heat shrink tubing and stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Because yeah, that's another thing too, is as soon as you pull on this, it's gonna pop immediately. Solder has 0 tensile strength. Yeah, that makes sense. Many of the strongest materials we use in engineering, architecture, and just the world around us in general are very strong in one or two modalities and insanely weak in another one. The number of things that it's like, this is incredible in compression. It's pretty goddamn good in tension. What about shear? If you shear it even a little bit, it will fucking explode. It's like, oh, okay, great. So we just jam. This was so much electrical tape. God. Look at that lump, bro. Look at that lump. Yeah, the only strain relief is the strain relief on my freaking wallet now that I didn't have to buy another cable, am I right? Okay, hold on, wait now. Did anyone expect staples? Hello? Hello? Ah, it would appear we're putting the strain relief in. Did anyone have bets on staples and hot glue? Oh my god, this is the most like dangerous looking hot glue I've ever seen in my life. Glue guy, the glue guy. This is so much glue. Man. Yeah, I've also never seen someone just freebase hot glue like this before. It's kind of upsetting. I don't like how many air bubbles are getting trapped in there. It feels like an unusually high number of air bubbles. What? Well, why are you getting rid of the staples? They were the only thing that created any order in this fucking universe. Why did you destroy the staples? Might need to reuse the staples. That's a good point. Oh, hot. Oh, spicy. Great. Now you've made a wad, bro. You've made a wad. You've made a terrible mucal wad on the end of your cable. Actually, real quick before we move on, checking in again with the electricians in chat. Are we feeling better about this? Has anything in the last few minutes like turned our opinions around? Do we feel better about it? I'm getting no, but with capitals. No with capitals and a lot of extra letters. We're sure. I'm not seeing any electrician saying this is good, which I feel like it's a bad sign. Well, now you're just playing with yourself. Stop. Put the lighter away, bro. You shake it twice, it's because you're trying to clean it up. You shake it 3 times, you're just having a party. Cut it out. Oh, I gotta smooth it out a little. Yeah, use the backside of the lighter, really smooth it out. Now there's a proper tool. This is like the level of crafting I would expect from like a sophomore in college making a bong. Wait, the lighter has dice in it? Oh my god, you're right. I didn't even perceive that. My brain just was like, yeah, there's dice, that's fine. There's dice all the time everywhere. There's dice all around us. I want to get a good shot of them dice. Yeah, that is kind of cute. I'm into it. I like it. That's adorable. So much better than everything else in this video. Cool. So the next video, luckily, is like right here already. I have it queued up in another tab, but no need. YouTube's got me. 5 ingenious ways to repair everything that even professors had to learn from me. Even the professors. The finest professors of crafting, engineering, manufacturing, titans of industry. They came to me. What was this cold open, dude? Hey. Have a good one. Hey, thanks for the resub, Molly Mouseworth. Hello. You're watching
Have a nice day.
5 ingenious ways to repair everything that even professors had to learn from me. Oh? Oh, this is the, yeah, where are you from again? The comment baiting. We can connect with each other more easily. How to repair aluminum brakes. Don't. Yeah, I'm always worried about like
aluminum brakes.
Repairing brakes. There have been some brake rotors I've seen that are terrifying. Just so there's like a whole thing when you get your car fixed where brake rotors do have like a minimum defined thickness. It is actually on them. You can see it's marked of like, don't let these brakes out the door if they're thinner than this. And this is how you get that. Oh yeah, I can just resurface it. Oh yeah, I can just resurface it. Oh yeah, I can just resurface it. What do you mean there's no brake? Brakes aren't that important for a vehicle. Yeah, just don't be a wiener. I guess it's just the handle. Or a kickstand. Yeah, wait, what didn't professors know about this? Sir, your rotor is the width of a coin. And you can resurface it to make it half the width of a coin. That's what I'm paying you to do. Customer states, brake rotor needs resurfacing. Oh, okay. It's not even close. Oh? Okay, you have measured the thickness of the marker to the center 3 times on the piece of material. None of these count as measurements. You have measured 0 things. One sec, I gotta go grab my buddy Mini-Matt. I think I just discovered a new letter. A new letter just dropped. H. Oh, perfectly centered. For sure. This is the definition of close enough. I love it. This is some real close enough engineering. Oh, when he starts drilling, do you mean when he like puts it in a vise in a weird fucked up sideways way and just cranks that shit down the middle? It's gonna kick ass. It's gonna be so cool. Well. Oh, he's gonna peen it with a screw. Peen it! Nice. Hell yeah, brother. Oh. A real metal screw, kind of. Yeah, you've heard of Six Sigma manufacturing? Wait until you see Zero Sigma. It's gonna drive you crazy. Yeah, all those Six Sigmas just get in the way. I'm sorry. The idea of just coming in with like a water bottle and just splashing a water bottle on the workpiece and being like, that's cooling, baby, is so funny to me. Oh, that's so good. I'm living for the cooling fluid. You know what? I bet if you used the Sprite from McDonald's, it would work. I bet it would be extra refreshing to the metal. I love too that they're not like replacing it with fresh fluid that is clean and cool. They're just leaving a glob on top and letting it get hot and goopy. Speaking of good Steam names, the Little Sheezer's Hot and Goopy. Come on, that one's not even centered on the stupid mark you made. Come on, like it's not even on the mark. Come on. Oh, nice. Now we can slide a double ender in there, like the end of Requiem for a Dream. This is like a threat. Why would you use a stupid 8 shape? Because they did no measurements, Wobbly. They just put it against the table and like rubbed a marker on it and they're like, is this measuring? Hell yeah, we're gonna make the self-tapping screw 20% cooler. Oh. Oh, sick, a scam. I'm gonna have to look into that later. Yeah, hey Wobbly, this is like a brake handle for a bike. You're gonna love how they put it together. These are 5 ingenious ways to repair everything that even professors had to learn from me. So even professors didn't know how to cut the aluminum bike handle in half, lightly shape it, and then join them ass to ass with a screw for some reason. Wow. Dead on! This is how we measure depth. It's about there. It's like that-ish. Like roughly there-ish. Hell yeah. So I love how immediately on display you can see the problem here, which is so there's a lot of errors that can come up in what we refer to as geometric dimensions and tolerancing. I am sure my information on it is horrendously outdated because I've been being a stupid ass clown on the internet for like 10 years, so I haven't kept up with the latest GD&T standardization. There's ideas like cylindricity, which is like how accurate it is to a cylinder. If something has perfect cylindricity, it's still going to have a lot of play in this kind of measurement because you can like tilt it in or tilt it to the left or tilt it to the right. Like there's a lot of extra angle you can put in here. Unless your measuring device is the exact, width of this, you're just going to have a ton of play. Like, look at that. When he makes the measurement, it's tilted all the way to the side. So yeah, there's just like no it's not perpendicular to the surface at all when being measured. Come on. Like, how do you do this and pretend it's a measurement? Look at the angle. Like, it's not even a slight angle. Like, you're putting in like a 12-degree bias. Come on. It's not even fucking close. And then you just eyeball under it anyway. I'm gonna pee. Like, just admit you're eyeballing. The planet's dying, Cloud. Just eyeball it. Just eyeball it. Like, if you're just gonna eyeball it, don't spend 5 minutes doing measurement theater. I guess that's what it would be, is measurement theater, right? Where you're just pretending to measure things and then not fucking doing it at all. This is measurement theater. Yeah, it's role play. That's like, yeah, it's it's machine shop role play. A form of YouTube peacocking. Great. I trust this with my life. So I think my favorite part is I guarantee if I use this, it would pinch me constantly. Every time I pull on this, it's going to like separate just the tiniest little bit. And then my flesh is going to get in that gap. And as soon as I release it, it's going to grip me like a motherfucker. That gorilla grip brake handle. They were like almost doing a Terminator theme at the beginning. And then they just kind of go into like a flat beat. What the fuck? Wait, Wobbly, I thought you were like a big, strong motorcycle enthusiast. What, are you afraid of a little aluminum brake handle? Speaking of which, hey, you should follow Wobbly Python, one of the 2 new members of Pit Crew, and just an incredibly funny streamer. Incredibly good. Does random trips across the country on bicycle every so often. The motorized bicycle, not the as far as I know. Super glue baking soda. Yes. This is my favorite epoxy. This is my favorite 2-part epoxy that YouTube does occasionally. Which is baking soda and super glue. That shit rocks. What's it supposed to do? It's a filler and a super glue. And they pretend this makes a 2-part epoxy. It doesn't. Do we hate this more or less than the power cable? The power cable is like more insidious, right? Like it's gonna just burn a house down and people will be like, but why did this happen? If only there was some way we could have known. Whereas this just cracks in half and someone goes, what the fuck? Who did this? Yeah, this won't burn down someone else's house. It'll just blow up your bike. Dude, looks good as new. How would anyone even know? Honestly, this thing is so fucked up that I don't hope anyone gets hurt because I'm not like a bad person. But if somebody does get hurt on this, and because of this, I hope archaeologists somehow find it like 10,000 years in the future with the broken handle and like a skeleton that's like clearly was thrown off of a bike or something. And they're like, and they can put it together. It'd be like a really easy story, right? It'd be like, oh, okay, well, it's like the guy who was jerking off during the volcano eruption or whatever. Yeah, a Fallout style environmental story. Yeah, a Pompeii of scooters. My cup. My cup runneth over the table, son of bitch. If only I had a 1.5 volt battery. Screws are another thing that don't handle shear stress well. That's actually a really good point that I totally let slide. Yeah, screws are designed to hold surfaces in the direction they're screwed in. They're really good at that. They resist pull on that axis. They have a ton of teeth that are biting into the workpiece so that resists it as well. They have a ton of strength in that way. Now, on the other hand, yeah, if you've never tried, you can bend screws and bolts pretty easily, especially lower quality ones. They're not really meant for that. Hey, is anyone worried? Just me? Yeah, disassembling a soldering iron immediately makes my blood pressure go up like a point or two. Just immediately, don't do that. That's like a really dangerous thing to do. Yeah, that's like really the big thing here is I feel like a soldering iron is like a really good way to take like full voltage. Like that feels like a tool that's like fuck it, just take it all. And if you touch that, it seems bad. God damn it. It's like as soon as I'm like, well, disassembling a welding or a soldering iron is like the most dangerous thing you can do. And then this motherfucker just pulls up a battery and is like, time to start prying it apart and shove it in my mouth. Don't be stupid, chat. You have to take the wrapper off before you eat it. Like, don't be dumb. Dude, why are you doing this? Why are you showing me this? This is my nightmare date, actually, is like you go on a date and you're like having a really cool time. And then afterwards you go back to their place and it's like, they're like, hey, I have a hobby I didn't mention. Do you mind if I show you? And you're like, okay, I guess, like thinking it might be something sexy. And then they're just like, okay, I really like pulling apart batteries. Like nightmare. Going after the carbon rod. Oh, yeah. That is the filet mignon of the battery. This is insane. Yeah, you know how some people like solve a Rubik's Cube real fast? I can peel a battery with my teeth in 2 minutes. Yeah, don't worry about the rest of the battery. Unless you're hungry. Are you gonna dissolve this? You're not gonna dissolve this, right? Why the bird noises? I think this one may have finally gotten the good sense to go outside. Yeah, I'm imagining this is one of those situations where in a shop I'd have to be really careful about like wearing gloves just so I don't like passively scratch my nuts with like battery acid on my hands. It's like handling hot peppers working in a shop. You got to be careful. Sometimes the boys get itchy, but you got to keep your head on a swivel. Also, yeah, we're absolutely we're just breaking this shit down. Was this not fixable with glue? Yeah, you could just get like a metal glue. Honestly, if somebody used JB Weld here, I wouldn't give them shit for it. I would not give them shit for using JB, like a tiny dot of JB Weld. Fuck it, that'd probably work great. Now the slurry. I work with batteries, don't do this. You can just eat them with the skin on. But then it's like, it feels like when you eat a kiwi with the skin on, where it feels like you're biting into a tarantula's ass. It just, I feel like I'm biting a Magnemite's penis, you know? Hate that. Is it bubbling over good? I feel like it shouldn't be bubbling over. I feel like this actually is fucking terrifying to me. This bubbling over like this is really scary. Like everything else before this, no problem. This,
I'm starting to understand why the professors didn't know this.
yeah, Inverton, that's like such a good point. You're so real for that. They probably shouldn't know this. Honestly, I think the professors are better off not knowing this. Just knock the air out of it like it's a big ball of dough. Yeah, too much head on this one. Uh-huh. So, yeah, bare hands. That's what the sink is for. That's what the sink is for. Raw dogging acid-based chemistry. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty based. Oh, you mean like the solution? Okay. So I guess my current question is, why did we put the other stuff in the acid? Was it just so it made more head? Is that good? Do we want more head? Does the head get it rated higher at Beer Advocate? Like, what are we doing? Uh-huh. Carbon rod. He dissolved the zinc in the zinc carbon battery. Yeah, to get pure carbon. So why do we want pure carbon? That's what I guess I'm confused about. Yeah, maybe is like claiming they'll use the solution for electroplating. Maybe. I'm just... How does this fix a cup? How does this fix the cup? How is this easier than just putting a dab of JB Weld on it? Oh my God. But you had a soldering iron that worked. Why did you break it and make a new tip? Why did you break it? You had one that was good. Oh. Wait, you said all I needed was a 1.5 volt battery. This is notably more than 1.5 volts. That's more than 1.5. You can't trick me. Nice try, butthole. I see the 12 right there. 12V. That's more than 1.5. Trying to get me told. Yeah, I do like that the soldering iron right now is just sitting on the acid cup. So if it does just start heating up on its own. Done. Honestly, we can just cut the video here. Cup's fixed. Seems good. It's back together. Mission accomplished, everybody. You may salute the stream. Mission accomplished. God, you're gonna claim this is some kind of electroplating. Oh boy. Yup. 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 Isn't this a cheap camping cup? Yeah, can anyone figure out what kind of cup this is? Because there's, I'm sure, a generic one of these that costs 22 cents that they carry at the Boy Scouts of America store for $6. So, thanks for the Zoom, Chief. Yeah, it was all to make a nasty flux. First result, 363 at Walmart. Yeah, perfect. That's probably a nice one too. Oh yeah, we're welding with solder. It's welding. Stop asking so many questions about why this isn't welding at all. Just using the hydrochloric acid straight. Yeah. It makes the metal strong, gives it the power of a human stomach. Wow, looks good. Looks good as new. And yeah, they disassembled a soldering iron to make a soldering iron, which is hysterical. Wow. Oh man. All right. We'll get these batteries restored in just a second here. I have to use the restroom real quick. Hey, if you haven't already dropped a follow, please do. I'd appreciate it. We'll be back in like just a second. Yo, enjoy your dungeon crawling. I'll be right back.
Just listen what's called the years, the word of the guy who was hated by the god of failure. Just lean.
Why do you need to restore them? The batteries that are aged more taste the best. Whoa, 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 hold on. Whoa. Look how fucked up some of these batteries are. Where did you find this TC best that's like already like ready to crack and fall apart? So many of these look like they're right on the edge of popping like a goddamn balloon. Check battery status. Looks good. Yeah, man, I don't need like a degree to know you shouldn't do this. That's like not good enough. I can tell right away because there's rust on the terminal. Look how there is no amount of money saving. Like you need to be in the Mad Max universe for this to be a value proposition because that terminal is corroded as hell. Is the secret just a way you can test them? No. Okay, we're going to jack charge. Are we going to try and jam charge into non-rechargeable batteries? Save a lot of money. So the problem here is there is a way to save a lot of money if you use a lot of batteries, and it's buying rechargeable batteries and a charger. Because like normal batteries aren't designed to power cycle like that, and it'll be bad. The electrolytic layers will break down, and that's like not a good time. You don't want that. I don't know a ton about batteries, but I know for a fact if you try to recharge the batteries that are not designed to be recharged, you don't love it. Let me tell you about thermal runaway and how cool it is. Thermal runaway is one of my favorite features of the Tesla line of vehicles. The idea being, once enough of the barriers are broken down between the different parts of the battery, even if you entirely make it not on fire and remove all the heat, remove all the source, and like, you know, fully get everything in order, it will just catch on fire again later because there's so much chemical reaction happening that even if you fully stop the fire, it will just self-ignite like a little bit later. Batteries are so cool, man. It's a super cool feature. That's right, and that's why you should throw your car batteries in the ocean, because no amount of thermal runaway will manage to beat the ocean. Trust me, I've tried. Wow. There's a point I think you can cross where the cut is so ragged and so fucked up that it's like a clean cut the other way. Like it's so consistent that I'm almost like impressed. I'm like, damn, you got it exactly as torn up and bad and ratty as you possibly could have. That's amazing. This is legitimately, and I have been watching a lot of these videos for quite a while. I try not to make too many declarative statements of, absolutes here, but this is the worst saw job I've ever seen in my life. This is absolutely the worst saw job we've ever seen on this channel. You can pick any part of this edge. You can just randomly zoom into part of it, and it all looks like this. Look at this. It's like the least clear-cut edge I've ever seen. It's unbelievable. This is like, again, it's almost artisanal how every edge is so perfectly broken. Thank God for for just removing additional material. Removing another 2 millimeter. Wait, how much material did they have to remove on that deburr? Hold on. Okay. Hold on. So look how little they cut off with the saw. See how on the end, like the end towards the top near the title of the video, it's like almost touching together. How they cut like not a lot out of it. And now after deburring, they deburred it so much, I think they cut more material with the deburr than they did with the saw. Also, yeah, using the file horizontally is busting my nuts. The file goes up and down. It's designed to go up and down. If you go side to side, the file doesn't do anything. Oh, what's that? Dum Dum had to glue a block down? But why? But why did we do this? Oh, some coolant. Delicious. Ah, the only way to get a small circle of plastic. Snipping really hard next to that microphone. And here's what it would look like if I did a good job. Uh-huh. Oh my God, I just realized you're just slamming batteries in this. You're gonna put, oh, you're gonna put some, is it called? The contact points for the batteries. They're gonna make a stack that holds 3 or 4 batteries with contact points on each end, and then just slam as much current through it as possible. Terminals, thank you. My brain was like, cathodes, electrodes. I'm like, no, not that. Terminals. They're called terminals because they're at the ends. That's why they call them terminal tiles in Mahjong as well. They're called terminals because if you have too many in your opening draw, that hand's fucking dead. Mahjong is so cool. Why are we putting a threaded fastener down if we're just going to glue? Because we're going to run electricity through the threaded fastener. God bless America, dude. Yes. I just realized it. What is this gonna be used for? What is this? Is this helpful? Electricians in chat. Is baking soda good for the batteries? Makes them taste better. Oh, it adds that little bit of a metallic saltiness that everyone craves with their batteries. Electricians always have a box of baking soda on them. Yeah, I think that's right. Great. It's cyanoacrylate epoxy. Great. Hair. You got hair in the glue. There's hair in the glue. There's hair hanging off the workpiece. You've got hair on it. Hair. There's so much hair there. Hair. There's hair in your glue. Hair. Oh my God. Hair. Please take it off the screen. Hair. Fuck. I can't. Hair. Oh my God. I can't focus on anything else. Fuck me. Hair. Please get it out of here. Fiber reinforcement. Oh, okay. It's reinforced concrete. I get it. Air. Better wipe that out. Okay, little travel adapter, very good. Please tell me we're just gonna cut this cable and just slam that shit to the side. Yeah! 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 That's the stuff. Yes! Yes! This is what it's about, dude. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just slam an electrical cable directly on the side of a tube. You can do that. No one can stop you. Yeah, I do like the extra kick of these possibly being aluminum wires. I can't verify whether or not they're using any aluminum wiring or if that's just the shielding, but if they are using electrical wires, that's extra funny. Aluminum when used in, okay, I was just shielding. Aluminum when used in electricals is not great. It has a tendency to overheat and like expand and contract from what I understand. And it loves to make fire. Yeah, now make them kiss. Love is love. Touch the wires together. Aluminum is fine, but it's not worth the headache for anything but like super high current industrial use. Yeah, that makes sense. Like its flaws just make it such a pain in the ass to use. How is this man still alive? Much, much stronger and smarter engineers than him looking down from on high in some office in another country who just happened to say, we're going to over-engineer this a little bit, just in case. And this man, they should really rename this channel Just In Case, frankly. Yeah, this is just in case. This is just in case right here. Yeah, this is what professors learned from him is this is how much we have to over-engineer for. There is a human being precisely this stupid on Earth, so we have to keep that in mind. Yeah, like I said, we're just taking a power cable and we're putting two terminals. We're going to slam batteries between them. And we're just going to plug them into the wall. And we're going to be like, yeah, that's a battery charger. The electricity goes into the batteries. Duh. What else do you think? Do you think it needs to like regulate the amount of current or amperage or, you know, voltage or whatever? Don't be stupid. It's fine. Just jam it in there. It's a battery. It's a little tank. It's a little tank, you know? And you just fill it up with juice, with electric juice. Yeah, why can't you just reuse it? Why was that one? I guess because it was zeroed out. It was just totally zeroed out. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm assuming if it's like too low a voltage, they're just assuming the battery is entirely broken down, right? Because a battery is a collection of a bunch of little chemical layers. And that's kind of how it stores energy. And if the layers are just entirely broken down and the battery is just a little container of electric soup, it just doesn't function anymore. Batteries are neat. They're very they're very complicated. This just feels like a lie, I think. I just don't love seeing a battery getting roughed up. Huh? Uh-huh. Wait, those were two different numbers. Wait, no, hold on. Oh, the battery is not full. Try it with a watch. Huh? Okay, this is an incredibly bad test because clocks are one of the most low charge using things on the planet, to the point where they will operate, like a clock or a watch will operate on borderline zero battery for quite a while. It just won't, keep time properly. Yeah, I would not be shocked if this clock would not simply run on like 0.8. Look at that. 1.5 battery to soldering wire. Ugh. That's a very concerning opening statement. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to the court you're not doing it. You're not doing this. This is fake. Also, hold on. Let's check this. Let's check this out. Okay. So, you take them together. You twist them real good. Okay. Yep. Two times. And 2 times. And we're good. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. I don't think an electrician alive would have a bad thing to say about this. I think everyone would look at this and be like, yeah, that's like, oh yeah, that's so much wire. How could it be bad? That's so much wire. Thanks for the resub, Vanilla Nitrile. It's just like so much.
Yum wires.
I love make pretend. Yeah? Ooh, hot meatball. Oh, or is it too cold? Yeah? And your marker doesn't work. And my left butt cheek fell asleep. And my wife left me. What a day. And prom tomorrow. Oh my God, and the wedding. I forgot the wedding. I'm sorry, Beepo. We watched Flubber the other day. We watched Flubber the other day. Do you remember in the film Flubber that there's like a whole subplot of Robin Williams is going to miss his wedding because he's like too easily distractible in general. He's just like such an airheaded professor. And then there's another guy who is trying to take his wife, who's like supposed to be nasty, but it doesn't really make sense. So they've like put more time in to like have him being nasty. It's weird. It's weird. There also is a side plot where there's like a funny little flying robot around with like not even just a not even just like a script or something. It's like a full human being in that robot. It's like a full ass human being, like with like emotions and feelings, and plays Goonji and coughs, all sorts of shit, and falls in love with Robin Williams to the point that it creates an artificial, I guess, persona, because it's a person I was gonna say like a persona of just a person, but that's a persona, right? That's like the default, I think. So makes a persona and projects herself and like almost wakes up Robin Williams with like a loving Hatsune Miku kiss years before anyone else had thought of this. You know, really Flubber was like ahead of the curve, I think, you know? So yeah, that's like, that's part of Flubber. What the fuck was I talking about? Sorry, I lost track. I was thinking about Flubber and lost track. Oh yeah, there's also a part where Flubber's robot, where Robin Williams' character's robot wife gets killed by like the mob or something because they want to steal Flubber, which stands for flying rubber. They want to steal it, so they kill his robot wife. And then his robot wife, it turns out they like Robin Williams and his love interest, who he does end up getting married to, spoilers for Flubber, they find her last message, the robot wife, and her last message is literally like a video of her persona being like, I loved you, Robin Williams, the absent-minded professor, and before I went, I just want you to know that I took my programming and, corrected a few errors in it, I think, and then I took some of your concepts and some of your being and mixed it in, and I kind of made a child robot of us, so here's the child-daughter robot program I made of us without your consent or asking. Enjoy. And Robin Williams is just like, okay, that's beepette. I just like, sometimes you watch Flubber and you're just like, what is going on here? How did I forget this part of Flubber? And yeah, Flubber is kind of their other child at the end. Like it's implied that that Beepette and Flubber are gonna like share a room. There is a basketball game, and he just like flubs it up on people's shoes. Which also brings up another strange sense of implications because he has a spray bottle filled with presumably Flubber, which has been shown to be sentient. Also, when he sprays it on the basketball player's shoes out of the spray bottle of Flubber, they do make a squeak like a high pitched of them being like, whoopee. So that leads me to believe every molecule of Flubber is both independently sentient and collectively sentient as a whole. They seem to be able to think and feel independently, but also have like a communal knowledge that all Flubber contains, I suppose. It's confusing. I'm not sure if the Flubbers enjoy this activity. Is this good for the Flubbers? What are we doing to this file? What happened? Sorry, I got Flubber pilled and I couldn't think about this file for a second. Are they cleaning the file? No, I think they're drilling this thing down to a point. Oh, we're making metal pepper for robots. Yeah, we were doing something with batteries, right? Are we making a new soldering iron point? Oh, that's why the soldering iron was cold. We're making a soldering iron from scratch. Okay. Oh yeah, so the other thing about Flubber is like everything he invents outside of Flubber is like way more impressive. He programmed like a real human lady who fell in love with him and I think was voiced by like Scarlett Johansson or something. Like he did so many, he made a car fly. The Flubber also had thoughts and feelings. The flying car depended on Flubber. The robot didn't. He just had the robot. The robot was always there. The robot's been there the whole time. Oh, voiced by Jodie Benson, Disney's Ariel. Oh, okay, that's cool. Also, yeah, the Flubber's like a little masochistic. I think it likes when it gets spanked. I'll say it. I think the Flubber's a little nasty. Hey, thanks for gifting a sub to Flubber. Subber. Thanks for gifting a subber to Flubber. Thanks. So Flubber or The Nutty Professor, which is the worst movie? Honestly, so far, Flubber's like pretty okay. I don't mind Flubber. Like it was like a fine kids movie. It was a little bit, Loon pointed out it was definitely after a point in American cinema where 99.9% of films needed to have some form of like hero's journey in them, even if they didn't need it, you know? Like there's no reason for the Nutty Professor who makes Flubber to have to save the local college by inventing Flubber and then selling it to a company to save the college. That like just didn't need to be there, you know? Like you didn't, and the musical number. Yeah, the musical number was important though, because they added a lot of Flubber. Like there was a lot of advertising. Flubber's a remake? Yeah. There's also, I believe in book form, there's like Son of Flubber. Flubber 2. Flub more. I don't know though. We're going to have to watch The Nutty Professor soon. I somehow managed to say we should watch The Nutty Professor and the Clumps enough that Doc has found and sourced The Nutty Professor and the Clumps. That's how we watch Flubber. Sometimes if you just say things at your friends enough in a convincing enough voice, they'll be like, fine, I'll find the Clumps. I want everyone to know, I think the Clumps is going to be the worst of them. Like, I don't know which one's going to be worse on the other side, but the Clumps are going to be the worst ones. Holy shit, that is so much wire just hanging out right next to your hand. Jesus Christ. By Roger Fuller. Is this a new podcast? No, I just like tricking my friends and myself into watching bad movies as a joke. It's just fun to roast them. It's a thing I've been doing with my friends forever, and I'm not gonna stop now. Twister 1 is a smart movie. I haven't seen Twister 2. I haven't seen Son of Twister. Why are we putting blades on here? Why are we making electro blades? Hold on. Wait. Wait, hold on. Every daycare I went to had Twister on all the time? What? Did you get any cold drinks? God, they love mentioning cold. They love cold drinks and pushing down the gas pedal really hard so that you know they're going fast. Twister scared the hell out of me as a kid. It should have. The Twister is sentient. They like it, the core theme of the film Twister. Sorry, I'm really getting pulled on asides today. The core theme of the film Twister requires you to believe and accept that the Twister that the lady is chasing, the Twister of the film's name, the Twister, the Godzilla that she is chasing, is the same one that killed her father. That's the whole way. That's the only way the movie makes sense. And they imply it constantly. They keep trying to imply it's like Jaws. Exactly. It's like The problem is, that's not how twisters work. The twister is also intelligent and roars. That is correct, Larn. It roars like a lion when it sees its prey. It's unbelievable. A leather belt will protect you from a tornado, but only if you tie yourself to the most flimsy ass pipe in the middle of a cowshed I ever seen. Then you'll be Gucci. What is this? What is this? Is this oh my God, is this a battery charger for tools? Bro, those batteries come with a station to charge them. The batteries come with the thing you plug into. It's a drill dock. They're like trying to like force energy into the battery. Yeah, no, I'm saying this is the battery you're supposed to put into a dock. Or are they saying they're using this battery to power it? God, it's such a nightmare because the question is, are they saying, oh, they're saying they're going to power it using that? Oh, man. Jesus Christ. So is this the 1.5 volt battery? No. Cool. I'm glad everyone else is like also just like, this sucks. The thing is, I don't think this is going to be enough to do any real damage, but it'll probably get hot enough to melt this shit. Yeah. I'm sorry. Chat, I'm going to turn the audio up real loud for a second because I need to ASMR someone fucking up. Sorry, there's like a weirdly bassy one up front that's just like a really good like, and I don't know how. There's like a really cool thump. Hell yeah. Looks good. Oh. Oh. Did a fucking wildcat attack your car? So where was the 1.5 volt battery? That's a great question, FoxKit. I have no idea. He cut off Wolverine. Yeah. He hates that shit. Logan's an angry man in general, but that's really gonna set him off. Oh, nice. A 1.5 volt battery? Dude, this guy loves peeling batteries. He's so into fucking peeling batteries. He's like, get me in there. I gotta, let me taste it. Let me taste it. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Barehanding it in there. That's the tastiest part of the battery. What, you're not gonna eat it? This is the dust that makes you an electric type. I need this carbon rod, please. But will he dunk it in acid? Oh, you know it. Oh, and he's gonna cut up all the parts in, I guess. I think it's a case of, I don't think dismantling batteries is this guy's fetish. I do think it gives him a hit of endorphins when he's not dead while doing this that he doesn't fully understand. A thrill seeker that has yet to find a way to safely engage with thrills. You have to be able to just buy graphite rods. Oh, do you mean like a part of the welder or a part of the soldering iron that comes with the soldering iron? Yeah, they'll let you get a part of it. Gently, carefully. Nice. Oh, nice. You put it on the skin from that one animal that Brawly has to kill in Super Brawly. Neat. Oh. Oh, a little wash. Ooh, a little wash solution. Wait, did you manually blur out your own address? Did you instead of... As a content creator and producer, I can like partially feel this, you know, a little bit. Hey, if you're making videos and you need to use a piece of paper, don't use a piece of paper with your address on it. Like, just go get another piece of paper. Just get a different piece of paper. Find one. Turn it upside down so that your address isn't pointed towards the camera. Please, I beg of you. Yeah, take notes. Take notes. If you want to be a content creator later on, make sure... Try not to get your address on camera all the time. Like, once in a while, hey, it fucking happens. That's life. But, like, you know, do your best. Oh, has to make a new sheet of paper from disassembled batteries. That makes sense. I am not sure what part of the address that is because I am not familiar with Vietnamese mail. Why are you doing, like, why are we doing this? Hold on, why are we pulling this apart? Why are we pulling apart the heating coil? I'm so terrified at someone just disassembling a coil. Why are we just pulling apart a coil? I don't want this. Please, just the video. Thank you. So we're just turning this into a device that gets very hot, right? That's all this does? It just gets very fucking hot? Like, all this does is get hot. It doesn't do the other stuff. The good news, 42 illustrations, is I think this stuff hits a very specific point where the only people who have all of the pieces of equipment and gear required to do this know they shouldn't do this. So there's like not an intersection of a real person who we have to worry about, thank God, with these ones at least. It's not like when you have like 5-minute crafts being like, here's how to make a tasty treat in the microwave. And it's like, get sugar as hot as you can and then splash around in it. Yeah, there's one person we need to worry about, and they filmed themselves in the act. Are we just making alligator clips? Wow, these are really exposed. Making microwave carbon, robust laser. The one that's been really common recently that I've been seeing is oh, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a street food where they heat up sugar in a pan and get it to like a hard crack temperature, and then dip sugar, dip like fruits and stuff in it and let it harden and have that. It's like a very simple treat that's been made in a lot of cultures, and it's been picking up as a street food. Yeah, Tangulu, thank you, Tangulu. And there's been a lot of TikTokers being like, yeah, just make it in the microwave. Don't do that, please. You need to have pretty good control over the temperature of sugar. Sugar gets very dangerous. If you want to make that stuff, that's fine. Just do it with a pan and with a candy thermometer. What's this fool doing? Just melting plastic together. A bumper doesn't do anything of importance, right? Like, that structure doesn't matter. It's not designed to like take a hit and break in very specific ways that dampen energy transfer to the driver and passenger. It's not like for that, right? It just like melts. It's fine. It's just to look nice. What is this? What is this cross bracing? Oh, this is, I put some car hair in the wound. Yeah, I do like these car stitches. So fucking bad. Ty, would you bet money this guy has a fume hood or any ventilation at all? I would say, based on the quality of their ideas, I would be willing to bet that they specifically do not have one. Do these qualify as staples? I think staples you have to like punch into something and have them grip. Those strips are from the battery. Holy shit. Wait, are you right? Wait. No, you're right. Those are the ones that he cut the big square out and then like very carefully and deliberately cut into strips. Yeah, that was the battery shell that he's just, I guess, melting to the plastic. Oh my God. It's even worse than I thought. Let's go. Yeah, I gotta use every part of the battery. It's respectful to nature where batteries come from. Don't drink. Do you really need to put a don't drink label on acetone? I gotta be honest, acetone is one of the fluids that you smell it and your gut check is, I'm not drinking this. Oh, he had to put the label on the bottle for himself. Okay. Hey, wait. So, did you just melt some other objects into a goo? Like you just had some other broken shovel piece, I think? It's unclear what this is. And then you just turned it into a goop? Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't this the same as just putting some putty on top of a surface with no joining whatsoever? I guess that's the idea of the staples, is it goes around the staples and fills in and holds that way. But yeah, I don't know, Chief. This feels like a JB Weld or Bondo that shit. Like, that's what Bondo is for, right? Is for when you want to be lazy when you're God, it's gooping over. It's not even set. It's not even set. Look, it pulls out. Ugh. It's just a sludge. Oh, it's taking over the bumper. Yo, I'm so full of goop. Congratulations, Scanity. Thank you. Thank you for the resub and congratulations on your goop. Yum, 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 yum. Like new.
Yum. I'm so full of goop.
Uh-huh. Then you mix a little bit of orange jelly in there. Get it nice and tasty. Mix it directly on the workpiece. You know what? Honestly, Bob Ross was being kind of a pussy when he mixed all the paint together on the palette in his hand. He should have just taken the paint, put it straight on the canvas, and mixed it there. Like, you know, if he was really good. I'm so sorry. I love Bob Ross. I don't mean that.
Why is this guy putting hollandaise sauce on his surfboard?
That's a great question. He's fixing a bumper, allegedly, supposedly. I'm not sure if that's the case. So you know how most people just like put Bondo in a thing and then like sand it and call it a day? Like that's enough, mission accomplished.
Yeah, the real 1%ers do. The dudes who look at a bumper that's all fucked up and they're just like, oh, I should do something about this rather than I earned this.
The 1%ers using Bondo.
Yep. Look, my bumper's halfway on, halfway off, and that's just lifestyle right there.
Dog, a quart of Bondo. A quart of Bondo costs $13.
Don't need it. That's excess. That's living the life.
That's gotta be
Are you
more
just
than
gonna,
the
you
solvent,
throw
though. Like,
quarts
it's
of
gotta
Bondo everywhere?
Okay, like let's look at all the materials in this and think if this could possibly in any universe cost less than Bondo. I'm willing to even give them the advantage of not including the dumb solder they made. Okay, so there was a solvent in there, so we used like some kind of high acetone solvent to clean off the batteries. We had to use hydrochloric acid to strip the batteries more or less. But we did destroy a soldering iron, which isn't great. Oh, we needed to eat a battery, which, you know, who doesn't?
Wait, what?
We ate a battery. Let me show you. This dude loves to eat
Oh, is this the
batteries.
one where he was like unpeeling the thing and it looks very much like he's making a bomb?
He's making a demon core in his house. Yeah. Oh, is that earlier? I guess it must have been earlier. Where are we stripping this battery? Oh yeah, it was way earlier.
Man, this guy's been doing this for a while. Does he have another job or is this it?
God, I wish this was someone's job. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So this is the cracked bumper. We put a little foil tape over it to hold it in position perfectly and, you know, have shape as a mold. It looks so good.
Yeah, that's gonna be smooth when you're done.
Yeah. And now we're pretty fucking hungry, obviously, so we gotta get ourselves a little snack. And the best way to get a snack, don't be a wiener, just crack in there. It's like an almond.
Yeah, like Slim Jims got their name because they evolved from these thick Jims here.
This is truly the thickest Jim, is eating a D volt or like a D battery.
Sucking it down like it's some kind of fancy Italian pasta at the Olive Garden.
So, again, all of this work was to get a carbon rod to put in a soldering iron, which already heated up, by the way. Like, the soldering iron already was capable of this.
It's hard to get carbon, though. Like, that's a pretty rare element. I understand why they would go to these lengths.
Yeah, one of the rarest. Doesn't show up in a lot of stuff. It's really hard to make, too. Like, the manufacturing process, I think it was first discovered in, like, I don't know, like 4000 BC or something. So, like, pretty modern, you know?
Making messiahs out of carbon.
Oh, wow, this is really weak hydrochloric acid, too. So this probably took forever.
Wait, what text was that? What language was that? That was like the weird, swirly...
I want to say this is a Vietnamese video in general, so probably Vietnamese.
I don't think that's Vietnamese.
Vietnamese or Thai would be my guess. Is that Thai?
I think Thai.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Thai.
Yo, Wizard Wiz, thanks for the raid. Taxi, what's good? We're watching some. Hey, wait, hold on. Let me just. Sorry, we have people who just rolled in.
Yeah,
I need
just
to hit
one more trip through the thick Jim.
Yeah. I need to show them what we're doing immediately. This is me explicitly showing you what we're getting up to. You have 10 seconds to decide whether or not this stream is for you. We're about to eat a battery. Get in the car, loser. Yum. God, there's something about the way he just like brutally pries it apart that's really upsetting too. Like, it's like you wouldn't think the ideal tool for getting into a battery would be like the jaws of life, like the thing they use to rip open cars. and yet we're just jaws of lifing a battery in half.
Wait, what is this stuff that surrounds the carbon rod? Like, what is this gunk he's pulling out of here? It's not chocolate.
That's the powder that makes Pikachu evolve into something really racist. Can't show you that one.
Snorting a line of the Pika powder to get that buzz.
Yeah, it's the electric caviar. Yum, the battery meat. That's good stuff. So yeah, all of this is just to extract a carbon rod, by the way. Holy shit, thank you for the Zvart Peak joke. That's a deep cut. So yeah, then we do a bunch of terrible like welding, and we eventually break down the plastic into a horrible goo.
So this took at least 24 hours. How long does it take to set Bondo?
Like Bondo time? I don't know. Bondo's done like Bondo's so good at its job. Bondo is one of those things that like when a certain material in industry or in just any kind of field really becomes so prevalent that it becomes a joke of like, I don't know, just slap fucking Bondo on it. And I think the four lead materials in mechanical engineering, at least, are of course like duct tape, WD-40, of course, like everybody jokes about that. JB Weld and Bondo, I think, are the other two. Because slap some JB Weld on it. Holy shit! Have you ever seen people go through like JB Weld nightmares? It's insane, wobbly.
Yeah, like just sawing stuff off. I got nerd sniped like 2 days ago. So I've been on that bicycle kick. I promise you I'm not gonna pop off. But like Zito got me.
Tell me about your $1,200 gear set that weighs 3 less grams than last year's gear set.
Well, I found a video where a guy made a bicycle out of PVC pipe.
Yo.
I can find that. I'll send it to you later. I don't know. But Zito was like, "Oh man, this is your 5-minute craft." So I was like, "You son of a bitch!" They finally found me.
We had a material.
The holidays.
Hold on. Yeah, wait. There was a thing on top of Grandma's old caramel syrup. Oh, it's at the moment polyester putty. Great.
Oh, how good for Esther. Tasty. See, just put that on top of a toast.
What does the orange jelly do, you think? Oh, that's probably to like get it to set. It's probably the other part. And yeah, that's poly putty, also known as basically just Bondo. So they've done a lot of work to not use Bondo, to then just put a thin layer of Bondo over it at the end, which is unbelievable. Again, the thing that's beautiful about Bondo is a quart of it costs like $12 fucking. So you don't have to worry about like a cheaper filler. The Bondo is the cheap filler. It does that too.
The wild part about this is that even with all this like plastic spudging and stuff, I would have just like laced a bunch of duct. It's still cracked.
It's still cracked. It's still cracked. It's still fucking cracked. You can still see the huge fucking crack in it. It's still fucking cracked. They don't even try to prime it. So things are going
great. Wait, that's also like clearly not how that is supposed to be bent further up. What are we doing this for?
Oh my god, to make content. That's that stuff. Also, hey everybody, again, Friday. thanks for the raids, and thank you Wizard Wiz, and thank you Taxi for, I presume, recommending me. Sorry for immediately letting everyone down. Look at this terrible shit. Doesn't even prime it. That's so upsetting.
Just more paint. Don't wait for coats. Just pile it on there. As I've never touched paint, you know that about me. No, that's not a gloss coat. That's gonna orange peel in like 5 minutes of sunlight, dude.
Hey, wait. I'm imagining the noise like someone who does body work would make if they were like looking at panels and saw this on the backside, saw like what appears to be like wasps getting up to no good in your car. Like that's the only way I can really
You ever play World of Horror?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a special event.
Yeah, like an enemy walking at you and it's like face starts morphing into this. Yeah, terrifying.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to
Your car's bumper's made of bird droppings now.
I'm going to hit up a oh man, this is great. I'm going to learn some shit from Goichi. Oh, no, this video, I do have to watch this one. This video is called Unexpected Advice from Masters in Poverty, which is great for me because I love playing poverty fighting games. So I would love to get some tips on how to be better at like Dragon Ball. No, I'm trying to skip. Fucker. Unexpected advice for masters in poverty. So yeah, if you're a poverty gamer, if you like playing the shitty games that don't have big prizes at the end, good news.
I don't know anything about welding.
With PVC pipe.
Yeah. I said, like, you gotta see this
Hell
shit, dude. Okay, so is this like a new type of wrench?
It's, you know what? So the thing with Mr. Sagu and why I will usually now only do 2 Mr. Sagu videos at most in a stream, it's probably going to be a pipe bender or a bad wrench. That's like 90% of his masterpieces.
Hey, pipe bender and bad wrench are both real good Steam names. Just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah. Oh, there's so many good Steam names on this stream. Yeah, this has been an unbelievable one for that. Oh, it's a variable size threader if you have a very soft material that's easy to thread.
Oh.
That's
there.
You could thread a piece of chalk. Yeah, Flimsy Vice, which was it wasn't a good Steam name, but it was a good like a something awful poster from 2006 or 2007 named Flimsy Vice.
Adjective noun, the most like if you're out there and you're dissatisfied with your username. Yeah.
Wobbly Python, that's like an animal, but that's a noun.
We're a subcategory.
Animals are nouns
like
too, I think.
You know, Lucky Bun, you know, like, there's a whole lot of us.
Yeah, I did mine all wrong. It's like
just
a descriptor and a noun, but it's like confusing how it works.
I just assumed you misspelled Thai when I first like heard about you.
Sick.
I was like, oh, they're from where? Cool.
No, I was trying to get one over on my boss and succeeded.
You show up and you're in a tie every time.
It was me being a shithead at the office.
All right, so this guy's made like the world's worst waffle press.
Yeah, some kind of like castled nut, but like in one. Whoa, okay, wait, what are we cutting the end off for? I was like, we made a castled, like a singularly castled nut.
I'm wrapped. Wait. Are we making like the world's smallest and least effectual like brakes? That looks like brake calipers.
Tiny vice. We're making a tiny vice to hold your tiny work pieces when you make your tiny art. This motherfucker doesn't know what lubrication is. This also makes me want to scream. It happens all the time. This dude's like, "What's lubrication? Is that for pussies? Not for work pieces. None for me, thanks. I don't need to lubricate anything." So all of his work pieces are constantly smoking and lighting on fire. Help. Please.
Do you want like fire department help or safety inspector help?
Lubrication is for everyone, chat.
Also, WD-40 is not a lubricant, everybody. It's a penetrating oil.
It's legitimately to remove grease. It is a degreasing penetration oil. Correct. Please put an actual lubricant on at the end. WD-40 is you use it to clean and then you put the lubricant on.
Also, never use it on a lock. I am begging you. As a guy who was a locksmith for like a year, 90% of the things that I fixed was some idiot was like, yeah, I can free that up. And he turned all the graphite inside the lock into concrete. And he was a hero of the people every time. This is just a pipe wrench, right?
Like maybe the most literal pipe wrench that's ever been created, no less. Wow, it
I hate
sucks.
that it holds better than a lot of pipe wrenches I've used.
What I like is that you know the game like the Neverhood or like Skull Monkeys or whatever? You familiar with this?
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
This wrench kind of looks like a character from that game, like leaning over, like taking a big bite out of a hamburger directly on a table, like top down. Yeah? Like a little bit. Sorry, sometimes my brain breaks in a really confusing way and I just need to externalize it so I don't feel like I'm completely losing it.
Every rotation has like a rubber chicken noise for me now.
Yeah.
Like Doppler effect. Oh, tiny ashtray. Nailed it. Done. Got it in one.
Oh, we're castling this pipe. We're giving it
at like an
turrets.
angle, I notice. Is this like a cutter? Does he make a boring tool? No? Oh, he's making a cartoon shotgun barrel. Oh, neat.
Oh, okay. This is for like the props department. So like after Elmer Fudd, shoots himself on accident and gets, Looney Tunes blackface for a second or whatever they call it. It's this. They swap it to this so they show it being blown out at the end. Yeah, for an Elmer Fudd cosplay. What? No? Okay, wait, hold on. This is the shotgun barrel that killed Shinzo Abe. Also a correct answer. Now,
so it is like a boring tool.
oh,
Who
this
is it
reminds me,
boring
I wanted
into?
to stream Mr. Driller. We were playing some of that at cabin, and I was having a wonderful time. Let me really write that down before I forget. Mr. Driller wanted to take a whole day to just really, really drill it up. You know, that game kicks ass. If you're not familiar, Mr. Driller fucking rules. Well, anyway.
My personal question, do you have like an overly fancy desk pen?
Not really, no.
We should get you one of those.
Oh, okay. So we thought it was going to be a boring tool, to cut into something, which this would be terrible at, because this thing is, we talked about this earlier, actually. In geometric dimensions and tolerancing, you have this concept of like cylindricity, which is how accurately it is to a cylinder. So like if the object was being compared to a literally geometrically perfect cylinder, like how much of it would be sticking out in different directions at any given time. And like that definition of that error, like how much it is off from like a true perfect cylinder is its like cylindricity. This thing has horrible cylindricity. Like this is like so bad. You can see how much it's moving when it spins. It's like wiggling and waving, yeah. But that's fine because it's a PVC sharpener.
Why could we not just chuck up the PVC itself and grind it against something rough like the ground?
Oh, like we've been doing in the video previously?
Yeah. Whoa. That's not, no.
That's what we call a interference fit, Wobbly, because it's interfering with me being done with this project, how much of a pain in the ass it's been to get this to fit. What do you mean clamp it down? Like with one of the metal ties? Who has that? Who's got time for that? Rockefeller?
On what? The 0.5 millimeter of remaining plastic? Like, that thing is gonna get squished.
It's fine. It's fine. All right, this one I have to end on because it is art. And I tweeted out the thumbnail, or not tweeted. I didn't tweet out. I blued it. I guess on Blue Sky, I blew it and I chose it.
They call them skeets.
Okay, I skeeted it on Blue Sky and I chosted it on co-host, this thumbnail of this funky little fella. So I gotta show him. So let's appreciate some unusual ideas.
I love him. I would fight and die for this little guy.
I'm into this now. Yeah, now this is folk art. This is folk art to me. This has gone from being bullshit to being folk art that rules, and I'm into it. Even if this is a very silly little one, I'd still love it.
He was going the wrong way. He was moonwalking him. Oh, I love him. I love him. It's great. It's perfect.
I would hide a geocache in that thing. I was gonna say it'd be a hell of a place to stash your weed. Who would check the funny little guy?
Bolto, you packing? Moonwalked out of the room.
I do like that you immediately assigned it like a very like the lovable mascot that helps on the side. Like you gave it Bolto and gave it the little like, oh, I'm just a little guy voice immediately.
The only thing he's missing is like a couple of little washers that make glasses.
Yeah, like I'm imagining like a Studio Ghibli movie where it's like about like industry, but how industry can be good for the environment if you're respectful or something, and there's just like 20 of those little guys with their little umbrellas like bouncing around in the rain.
Bolto's big day.
Yeah. Studio Ghibli, they fucking love putting a bunch of little guys without faces bouncing around, kind of being like, woohoo! That's like one of their favorite archetypes of scenes.
We're mysterious and numerous. You must respect us.
That's true. They're like little spirits of the forest. And then you're like, oh, I kind of respect these cute little guys. And then a big fucked up deer shows up and you're like, oh my God, it's God. And it is of the forest.
And then it like eats one
God.
casually.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, there's always something. Somebody disrespects them and they revoke the Wi-Fi password. They take the knowledge back.
I'm trying to think how I can turn this into one of my favorite genres of folktale. What are we doing here? Well, I was gonna say the folktale where people misconstrue it as being about like how you shouldn't trust strangers or you shouldn't rely on the fae or anything. And the actual moral of the story is pay freelancers and pay your laborers. Like, how do we make it one of those? Like, oh, there was a ghost who would help out at this farm if they left out a thing of milk and a little bit of that. But one day they decided to cut back and only leave out a quarter of the milk they normally did. So the fae killed all of their sheep and made their land infertile for 100 years. Pay your workers. That's what the story is telling you, to pay your fucking workers. The Pied Piper.
All I'm hearing is
you're telling me
sell more milk.
Sell more milk. Skill issue. Yeah.
Just gotta get it out there.
And then, yeah, like the Pied Piper, it's like this guy came into town when you were having a huge problem and was like, okay, I can fix it for you. I just need like, I don't know, like $500. And they were like, all right, $500 it is. And then he did it. He did his job. He got the rats the fuck out of there. He did what he came to do. 5
stars.
And then he was like, yeah, did an incredible job. Gave them a fucking show while he did it. Are you kidding me? If I hired like a pest control and they came out and they were like playing flutes and shit the whole time and magically with no chemicals got rid of everything, incredible review. I'd give him a bonus. And then instead he comes back and is like, all right, $500, please. And they said, no, we're actually not going to pay you. And he's like, all right, well, I'm going to ruin your fucking life. And he did. And he was right to.
Cirque du Soleil, but it's a bunch of rat traps. Oh, this little guy's adorable.
Yeah, I'm into this. Father, what do I do? You kind of wiggle around a bit and hold a little umbrella, and everybody smiles when they see you. That sounds lovely. Yeah, I mean, it gave you a good life, little guy.
You know what? I want that for me. I want to just wiggle around a little bit and have everybody be happy that I showed up. That's perfect. 10 out of 10.
Truth.
I feel like we are finding a way to turn this into a parable. So that's real bright to look at. I should open a window.
Bro, why is my life like this? Sorry, Ty Tuesday real life update of Ty Tuesday. Why is your fucking life like this? Why are you built like this, man? So I have a date tomorrow, and we were planning on going to a place that I found recently with friends that we really liked. It was amazing. They had the best soul food I've had in ages. It was gonna be great. They're temporarily closed because they had a fire. Fuck. So now I gotta figure something else out because I liked a restaurant, so it caught on fire. Never fails. It was so good. They had the good Kool-Aid, bro. Son of a bitch. It's true. Ty Tuesday luck is outrageous, man.
Did he find that green thing? Or did he paint that green thing green? What is that? That's adorable.
It's kind of cuter when it's like dangling there.
I want to hook this up to one of those like little deer scares in a way where it turns his little legs so it looks like he's skipping as it rains.
I'm just imagining someone like holding this up in the same way like people like hold up the like funny dolls in like fun, like the Toho dolls in funny situations, but it's like one of these. No, don't put a big pipe up its butt this way. Don't frame it like that. Like, come on, that's lewd. Come on, dude. That's not. You can't do that.
It just keeps going back to it.
Come on, not my little funky friend. No, come on. You didn't deserve this. Chat, it's fine. If my partner can't handle the non-zero chance that the universe will do something wild as fuck right at the last second, they're probably not built for me. They're probably not strong enough. I'll be real. Wow. Look at him go. God, the crank is maybe the part that makes me the most upset, is just how fucking flimsy this crank is entirely. It looks so unpleasant to use. Wait, now hold on. What is the slide for?
What? No,
Okay.
really. Like,
Yeah.
what? What?
Does the slide?
Is little man trying to escape from a pool? No, that goes into a pool. Y'all ever see one of those like art installations where like a machine is leaking oil and has got to like squeegee the oil back into itself?
Yeah.
I hope this is not one of those.
He also only shows him backpedaling, and I don't know if that's just they rigged the crank backwards or or it's supposed to be backpedaling. In which case, why is it trying to get into the pool with an umbrella?
What? Why is that pool at 45 degrees?
Running to the
What is
subway.
happening?
Do you take ladders down to the subway?
I mean, I took a staircase that was, it would have been better served as a ladder, honestly.
Yeah, if it was like running off a diving board, maybe. Yeah, you wouldn't want to get wet in the pool. Oh, nope.
Oh.
Wait. How? Okay, now it's running forward. Okay, so it was just not paying enough attention in the other ones.
Yeah, yeah. Look at him go! Oh, I see. I see. The machine seems to operate more consistently going backwards.
Yeah. So this to me feels like Rev 1 of a child's toy in 1917, right? Like you could get there with this. It just needs a few revisions, I think, right?
I would want to like turn the crank at the back into like a little wheel probably, so that like your kid could like pull it behind him and his little legs would wiggle as the wheel turned.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, you could make it so it's like a little guy who's like running behind the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, have like a little
Yeah.
guy who you attach on the back of your child's bike who just like looks like a little guy running with them holding an umbrella. That could be a cute little thing.
Just a little fella.
All right, well this was
God.
this is submitted by Wobbly Python. It's a electric bike with
Never
pipe.
heard of him. This is horrifying. Like, you've shown some unsafe stuff today, dude.
The fact that they say electric bike is really what concerns me. It's the fact that they say, and I quote, electric bike, and there's like a tube in the middle, which makes me think they're gonna put like layers in there, like making a battery, which scares the shit out of me. And thank you for the resub, Bodygon. Also, do you know what the problem is with showing any bikes and claiming they're electric bikes? Do you know the other way? Because like obviously the big feature that you can show with an electric bike is someone isn't pedaling and the bike is still going forwards. Do you know what else does that?
Gravity.
A slight grade, correct. Yeah, a very slight incline will do this as well.
Kerbal Space Program done taught me good.
Yeah. Watching people make a bunch of fake things for Kickstarter taught me good. The number of times I've seen people be like, look, these shoes make you walk faster than normal. And I'm like, you're going down a hill.
You're at an airport.
That would be some bold cheating. Go on a people mover and be like, look. At least they're like cutting the pipe good.
Mm-hmm. Like, honestly, his construction methods are not really the most suspicious thing in the universe. It's just
like he's even mise en placing the tubes, which helps, make the bike easier to build. Sorry, I've just never thought of taking all the parts out of an IKEA furniture box and laying them out before you get started is mise en placing the furniture, but now it's all I'm going to be able to think of it as.
little stop motion, getting artsy in here. That's how you know this is a well thought through and engineered project.
Plating my food is mise en placing my dinner. That's right. Okay, at least they're like, putting a little bit of, adhesive in there. Yeah. So there's that.
What a completely reasonable and plausible object to create. There's nothing unreasonable about this idea, Ty.
Right now, this is just a case of like, I don't think a PVC pipe is a good material to make a bicycle out of. And I think you'd be better off making it out of like metal or plastic or like wood, like a different plastic that's designed to be a bike frame from the word go. Or a $1,200 gear set that weighs 3 grams less than last year's $1,200 gear set.
Look, my bicycle is woven from cat whiskers by elves.
That would be sick.
It saves like a half an ounce.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's thin this shit out. I was worried it was getting too strong. Isn't PVC going to be heavy? Yeah, it's not designed to be like load bearing. It's designed to have fluids run through it, usually. That's the main use of PVC pipe, is to make sure a fluid goes from here to there, with here being one end of the pipe and there being the other end of the pipe. That's usually what we use it for. Oh,
I am confident.
What if they
this
put like a water
pipe-based
cooling
bike
system in it? Oh, well, then they're gonna ruin it here by smushing it. Now they can't water cool the bike.
Look, it'll get fluids out of you. That's all I'm saying. just maybe not the way that you would think.
It would be so funny, the idea of like filling this up with water, making it even fucking heavier. Like, holy shit. It's amazing how fast you feel weight with sports equipment. Like, I joke about the 3 gram less, you know, bike gear set, which sadly is real. But like, you can feel when something weighs like an extra ounce or two. Like the difference, and I know it's not all baseball and fighting games, but it's all baseball and fighting games. The difference between an end-loaded bat and a non-end-loaded bat, which is literally just, it's the same weight, but they took one of the ounces and put it very specifically at the tip versus spread it throughout the bat. You can feel that immediately. So I have to imagine riding on a bicycle that weighs 4 times as much as a normal bicycle would wear you out in, oh, I don't know, 30 minutes? Like,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I lose my mind when people tell me all the time, they're like, why don't you get a fixie? And I like, between like the loss of mechanical advantage and how those things are just like death machines with no brakes, it's just like, oh man, y'all have never done a sport, have you? This equipment is bad. Oh hey.
oh,
What?
there we go. Sorry, my ad blocker is very good at blocking ads, but sometimes YouTube puts in a new stupid way to make me have to click one time before it's gone. And this is
Are you still
today's new
there?
one. Yeah, that's a good point. The wheels and tires aren't made out of PVC. So what the fuck?
Are we sure about the wheels not being PVC? They look plastic. Ah, here it is. Structural hot glue.
Wait, no, wobbly. I know this isn't your
What?
fault. And I'm gonna couch this the same way I do when I have to like make a return at the weed store, and I have to be like, hey,
no.
this is nobody's fault. You didn't do this, but I do need to make sure you know. We were using PVC adhesive earlier, right? Between the pipes, like we were using the correct type of glue, the pipe glue.
Yeah.
So
what about it?
just wanted to make sure you knew. It seems like somebody threw hot glue on this. I don't, it might have been that way from the manufacturer. It happens all the time. It's not your fault, but I just need to return this. Yeah, there's hot glue.
Actually, that is my fault. That's a service that I offer.
Oh,
I just like take things and I put hot glue on them and I charge you an additional $40 more. That's the service.
just like a hospital.
Yeah. Here, would you like the bill itemized or?
Yeah, thank you.
This is the thing the guy's gonna sit on, man.
This is so much glue. Like, that's not gonna shock absorb for your butt cheeks. Oh my god. Like, there is nothing. As a big man, I will say, as a big man, because I'm a big man. I'm like 6 foot whatever and weigh like 200 and enough pounds. And like I'm intimidating. Sitting on a bike seat that isn't good or isn't supported correctly is like one of the worst experiences on this fucking planet Earth. It's horrible. Sitting on a bad bike seat that will just shove directly up your grundle for like an hour, bouncing up and down. It is hell, dude. It's hell.
Correct.
Have you ever gotten off a bicycle and been like, I think I fucked my dick up because it was like
Yep.
so bad how it pressed into your grundle that you're like, that's like right behind my balls. There's probably something that shouldn't feel like that right now there. Like if you haven't, you don't know how bad a bike seat can be, dude. It feels like you're just like, it feels like part of your body falling asleep, but like it hurts and it's like up in your gooch, so it's just so concerning.
Oh yeah, no, I used to be really serious about like bicycling. I did like 100-kilometer ride one time, and my dick went numb.
Yeah, right.
not to get like too real with everybody, but like
my dick fell asleep. The bike was so. You ever ride a bike so bad your dick falls asleep?
yeah, like it was a great day out on the road, but like you hop off the bike, your legs feel like noodles and your grundle feels like nothing, and it's haunting. It's the worst experience.
It's like part of
Where'd
why I'm
my
like
dick
into.
go? I went
It's
on a
like
cool
part of
bike
why I'm
ride.
into running. I'm like, you know what? Running sucks. It makes me want to throw up. My legs hurt and I want to die. But like my penis feels great.
I got too much secondary motion for running. Like that's like I got all this like body that flaps around every time I make footfall, and like I don't care how good my dick feels, I can't handle that for an hour.
Oh, taxi. Yeah, when the seat is too loose and keeps tilting forwards or back. So like, that's on exercise bikes where that drives me crazy. Where like you'll relax a little bit and get into a rhythm, but unfortunately that means you're falling back enough on the seat so it starts tilting. So you start sliding, and then you try to scoot forward, but it doesn't scoot the right way, so it gets you in the gooch, and then your dick falls asleep. It's like a whole thing.
I got kicked out of a Planet Fitness one time because I brought my own wrenches. Just fixing shit.
My gooch. Okay, they used the sand to make it so they could form it without it getting pinched. I guess that's kind of something. That's neat.
Yeah, that's not the worst thing I've seen somebody do with a PVC pipe today.
Yeah. The idea was they fill it with that so that it won't compress, it won't squeeze and pinch. It stays open and tubey.
Yeah, it stays round and structural. Because we are about to bomb down a hill at like 20 miles an hour on this thing.
Hell yeah.
I really hate that, like, if somebody, like, rolled up to me and was like, do you want to try this? I would go, yeah, absolutely. Get off. Let's go.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I would be like, do you have a helmet first? Because that's part of being 30 or 40 years old is I ask if they have a helmet. I'll still do it. I just like, hey, should I be wearing a helmet? Even if they were like, nah, you'll be fine. I'd be like, yeah, I'll be fine. Like, I wouldn't insist on it or anything.
Yeah, like, man, that helmet stuff drives me nuts. Because, like, falling down from standing on your head hurts, like, a lot. And then people are like, hey, I'm gonna go participate in traffic. Nah, I don't need a lid. I'll be fine. I'm tough. I'm built different.
Yeah, I'll simply parry the ground at 75 miles an hour.
What is tucking and rolling if not tech? Here we go!
This isn't how you make a battery. Hold on.
You wanna make a bomb?
No, if I can help it. Like, not, especially not one I'm gonna put. This is gonna be right by the dick. This is gonna be worse than your dick falling asleep. Finally, something worse than my dick falling asleep. My dick blowing up with batteries. Jesus Christ, the way they acted like that was like a spot weld. I'm terrified. Yeah, what if your dick falls asleep and then catches on fire? Oh my god.
The perfect crime. No one will know.
Okay, I do like that they started doing the shrink wrap, realized it wasn't aligned, and then flipped it over and got it straightened out. That's actually good shrink tubing, though. That's like a good heat shrink job. Again, as we've stated a bunch now, the craftsmanship isn't terrible. It's just like the idea is very bad.
My favorite part about the craftsmanship not being terrible is that it makes this whole thing feel a lot more plausible, which is the scariest part.
Yeah.
Like there is a part of my terrible like content addled brain that's just like I could do that. We could make one of these
Look,
for a
dude,
weekend. It'd be
realistically, almost anything with two wheels can be a bicycle once. It's just like if it's reliable is the question.
fine. Will this get you to work? Maybe. Will it
There's-
get you out your door? Yes.
There's a whole Beavis and Butthead episode about the time where they find a tire out in the wild and accidentally turn a single tire into a bicycle they cannot control. Anything can be a bicycle. It's just about trade-offs, you know? In their case, very funny. Couldn't be steered. Only had one tire, though. Did make them very sick. Still better than some bicycles I've seen. I'm not gonna buy a jet nozzle. You can't make me.
I mean, I'm kind of interested now.
No, come on.
Load
Solidarity.
zip ties.
Ooh. Okay.
Love
Now
that
it's
stuff.
starting to feel more me-core a little bit. Just some cable management is when you zip tie everything in a straight line, right?
Yeah. Okay, this one gets me.
What?
What? You have both halves of a connector there, dog.
What? Why did we do that? Why are we needing like a full like graphics card worth of power hookups? Why don't we just use one power hookup? There's just some cables higgledy-piggledy in there doing nothing. Look at fucking Mr. Blue and Mr. Black on the left side here. Pay attention to where they end up at the end of this whole shit. Keep an eye on the prize. They're still over there. 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 Nope, they're just leave them wherever.
See, those are the secondary CPU fan hookups.
Yeah, those are the optional wires.
I love that he turns that box towards the rear wheel, the thing that will throw dirt and water at your electronics box that is definitely rated for this.
That's like really the thing that makes manufacturing vehicles scary. Like I've been kind of goofing about the whole like anything can be a bike once, but like that really is it, right? That's the crux of the damn thing is like vehicles have to be safe when operated thousands of times. Like that's the goal. That's what we're trying to do. And just, oh boy, how many times do you think this would go? Right?
Man. Now you're making me want to build one and find out.
No, don't. That's the wrong lesson. That's the wrong lesson.
Magfest, we just like lined up a bunch of people we didn't like. We got them to find out for us. Who wants to play bike roulette, Magfest?
Elon, I have a new pitch for you. It's the Tesla bike. It's gonna be fucking based. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna have future magneto technology. It'll fit in your dumb fucking your Cybertruck, sir. You're gonna love it. Please get on the bike. Please ride the cyber bike. Please get on, Elon, get on the cyber bike. Don't worry about the remote control I have in my hand. No, yes, please go a far distance from me first. Thank you.
Elon, you might have heard that other bikes make your dick feel asleep. This one makes your dick feel alive. Get on. You're gonna have a great time.
If you ride this bike, it'll make you feel like you're not divorced for the first time. Wow. So, I'm sorry. The part I'm unclear on is where is the drive being generated?
Hub.
That little thing attached to the hub?
I believe so. That round can there, I'm pretty sure is a hub motor. They're shockingly small these days.
Okay. It looks really terrifyingly not on there, is my concern with the motor hub, is that it just looks like it's really just praying.
I mean, yeah, basically.
Also, hell yeah, please make sure to tilt. Let's see. I'm just vibe checking trees. Noticing a suspicious direction everything is leaning.
That horizon over there is sure a little up in the left and a little down in the right.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, there's no front brakes. What do you need those for? What the fuck? Oh, everything needs every feature now. Fucking millennials, dude. All they Zoomers or whatever. What are the new ones we're mad at now? Can anyone keep it? There's like a new one, right?
Z?
I think Gen Z is cool. Alpha?
Oh no, it's Gen Alpha.
Gen Alpha? Am I mad at them now? Okay, sorry. I need to know who to pretend to be mad at as a joke. Fucking Gen Alpha, they always want brakes on both sides of their bicycle. Gen Z is the one newspapers hate right now? Okay, word. The Skibbity generation? Goddamn Skibbity toilet only putting brakes on one side of my bicycle.
Making my bike out of plumbing. Those darn toilet kids.
See, what I want to see, Wobbly, is I want to see them take this over a hot ass jump. I want to see this thing land hard.
Napoleon Dynamite this bike, please. Terrifying. Just the worst.
Wow. Just, yeah. There's like it's so funny when you see somebody ride like a really comfortable motorcycle, you know, like what are those things called? Like Gold Hawks or whatever. Fuck, what's the name of them?
Goldwings.
Goldwing, thank you. Yeah, like
they're
you see
basically a living room on two wheels.
Yeah, like it's sick. It's so cool. It's like basically like sitting in a fucking lazy boy going down the highway, and like it looks so comfy and so cozy. Like I'm terrified of bikes, so I'll never ride one. But that is like the closest I'll get because it does look kind of like you're just in a car without a lid at that point. This is just
those Goldwings. I got to tell you, they are so luxe. They have a goddamned reverse gear
on a motorcycle.
Yeah, it just runs the starter motor backwards. So if you like parked with like your nose down at a diner and you didn't realize that you were going to have to like push that thing backwards with your toe tips, nah, you just pop that thing in reverse and back it up.
Fucking reverse on a motorcycle. That's so sick.
No.
Holy shit.
Eat your heart out, Harley Davidson.
Goldwings are so sick. But yeah, that's like the definition of looking comfortable and relaxed on a bike, right? Like, can you think of anything that like looks more comfortable to ride on?
Yeah, no, not really. Yeah. I love me one of them. I want one so bad.
God, I wouldn't even ride it and I want one. This is the opposite of that though. This looks like the least comfortable thing to be on I've ever seen. Like, this is some real, like, you remember that time where there was a bunch of like Republican politicians who had received media training on like how to stand behind a podium in a way that made them look good when they were giving a and then the problem is they didn't listen to the part where it was only for when they're behind a podium, so they just would like do the podium power stance out in the open, so they were just like puffing their chest weird and looked really uncomfortable and dumb. That's how you have to ride this bike. Also, hey, an electric bike, you still like want pedals, right? Like in case you need them.
Well, that's actually a legislative thing, because if you don't have pedals, it's not a moped, it's just a mo, and those are legislated and require licensing. But like something that you can pedal and motor is a moped and does not require licensing, and you can sell it to alcoholics.
Oh, okay. So it's a legal line thing. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's people are like, oh, Wobbly, you're like big on bicycles. What do you think about e-bikes? And I'm always like, yeah, the technology's really cool. They're bad though. like that's not a good thing. You don't really want a bunch of drunk people riding their Lime scooters all around your city every Saturday night for like several hours. That's sort of not good for traffic and for them getting hit by cars. Like it's a problem.
There we go. It worked. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining for a little bit of nonsense curse content today. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here, Wobbly. Thanks for joining.
Yo, thanks for having me, dude.
No problem. Always a pleasure. I'll be back later on tomorrow because it looks like I'm going to have to drive farther than I thought because I'm going to an Indian restaurant because the restaurant I planned on going to had a fire. So I won't be going there, but I'll be streaming tomorrow. It might be some Poker Ogre or whatever. There's some, there's a new Catamites game I wanted to check out. Person who made Magic Wand and a few other of like my favorite works. And they put out a new one and they sent me a key for it. So I'll probably play some of that tomorrow, along with some Poker Rogue, that kind of stuff. Thank you so much. I'm going to host y'all over to CoBuddy, who is doing a very fun tournament of a bunch of custom Rivals of Aether characters that have been sponsored by streamers from all over. So enjoy watching Soul Bad Guy get terribly blown out by, I don't know,